It's pulled. What's going on, guys? We're back. We're back for another one. Episode number 172 of My Cup of Tea. And oh boy, Evan, Alien is out, but the Gen V is in our veins.
Nice. Oh, okay. This is very exciting. I love Gen V. Gen V season 1 for me was one of my absolute favorite shows of 2024. Right? No, 2023. I think that's crazy.
I think we collectively enjoyed it more than The Boys.
Easily, it's crazy. I mean, not
Still
easily.
is.
Like The Boys is still a very entertaining. Yeah, The Boys is still very entertaining. It's a very fun show. I think collectively people didn't love that last season of The Boys. I thought it was okay, but it definitely faltered in terms of like where the story seems to be progressing, and certain character decisions. You saw season 4 of The Boys, right?
Yeah.
I'm still not a fan of. Yeah, I think we did, but I'm still not a fan of what they did to like Victoria Newman, who's like one of the best characters they had on the show, and then just the finale was like, okay, move along, guys. Like, okay, we're doing this. And the Homelander stuff is like treading water. But with Gen V, this show is just written in a more, I don't know how to describe this. It's more contained, it's more interesting, it's more fun, and it's more like compelling on a character level. And I think this latest episode really dived into like why I love this show so much. So this is already up there for like one of my favorite shows of the year. I'll say that so far. Like I'm really liking it. I'm having a blast. The theory talk is always fun, and I've been having theory talk with my friends outside of the podcast. So now I'm excited to talk about it in the pod. But yeah, I'm having a blast today. Happy Friday, everybody. Friday night as of this airing of this recording of this podcast. So yeah, I'm excited. Good weekend. Oh, Nathan, I will share. I'm pissed.
I didn't say anything yet.
One battle after another, IMAX is gone. Gone. What the fuck? Why are we doing this? Give it back to me. And I can't even blame the Swifties on this. I looked at the Taylor Swift shit, and they're not occupying IMAX. I think this is Avatar. This is on you, Jimmy. This is on you, James. No. Granted, we just watched Jimmy C. We just watched Way of Water. It's fantastic. It's great. It's a great movie. We're there for Fire and Ash. Funny enough, I did not watch that latest Fire and Ash trailer yet. I want to go. I saw the first one. Like, this trailer rocks. I didn't see the second and final trailer yet.
Maybe it's just because there's so much movie, but when I watched it, I was like, I feel like I'm just watching a montage of stuff. Like I'm not seeing like a clear. Cut. Not that's not reflective of the movie. It's just like that way the trailer's edited. I'm like, I feel like we're just like, hey, look, it's all the amazing visuals of Pandora, and like I agree, and I'm there, but like I'm not really getting a grasp of the story, which I guess is good for surprise. But I'm like, I don't need this trailer.
Yeah, I'm curious. James did talk about like how he filmed Avatar 2 and 3 back to back, basically. Not like back to back, but basically. And
they're gonna be like a collective arc, and then so will 4 and 5.
Exactly, which is very interesting. We already know James wants to do like this nuclear storyline for not for Avatar, but for a different project. So he might want to dip his toes into something else pre Avatar 4 and 5. But I'm curious to see how Avatar 3 ends at a place where it's like we're presumably going to get a decent time jump between 3 and 4.
Yeah, it's so funny. For the longest time, everyone has been expecting like Jake's gonna die in this one. And I'm like, I don't think that at all. And then after he said 2 and 3 complete, and then there's a time jump, I'm like, all right, well now the chances went up for me, and we might lose Jake.
Yeah. Now it's like, okay, now you can age the kids up, and it makes more sense that way. So yeah, I'm nervous about my boy Jake. Heaven forbid we have Spider being the main protagonist in Avatar 4 and 5.
Well, he can't suffocate anymore. That's for sure.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens there. But yeah, I'm pissed because I'm taking my dad to see one battle after another tomorrow. So we're seeing it at 3:30.
Maybe,
Regular
maybe,
screening.
maybe there'll be like later random plug-in showings of one by another. Because like my theater's randomly like playing it in the afternoon on like coming Wednesday, and I'm gonna see it that way in IMAX.
Oh, maybe, but some of the IMAX, like for example, if I could do a quick search, like it said like 10 a.m. and like 10 p.m. I mean, who
That
goes to
sounds
the
like
theater at those times at all?
that sounds like there's time like
Heathens.
there's a gap for other IMAX showings in that case in the middle.
Yeah, it says like 9:50 a.m. tomorrow, 11 a.m. tomorrow, 11:20 p.m. That's literally it. 3 showings in all of Cincinnati.
Oh.
And I'm pissed.
Ugh.
So yeah, that's me. Anyways, let's get the show on the road. What we want to talk about first here?
Well, let's talk about what we've been talking about, and I gotta play the sound.
Woo! Wiggly.
We're back. Did it even play?
We're back. We're so back. Nathan, I gotta make the tweet for this episode. I didn't tweet anything yet. What were your thoughts over this episode as a whole? You go. You vamp.
Well, I think traditionally I just like everything more than you do, but especially this season of Peacemaker. Like I think you obviously been liking the season, but like you're like I don't know if it's hitting the same, and I'm just been like I've been engrossed every minute of every day. Especially this one. I really enjoyed this one because we're in the thick of it. We're like, oh God, everything's confirmed and horrible, and are we gonna end up somewhere terrible? Ultimately, we don't, but we get some interesting like turns with some character aspects and another point of John Cena's performance where I'm just like so engrossed in his emotional depth within the history of the character.
Yeah, I totally agree, man. I think I still think episodes 1 through 4 were solid, not great. There's greatness in them, but I think 5 and 6 really picked things up. And then this episode 7 was a phenomenal episode. I think 5 and 6 were great. 7, I think, is the best episode yet. I really liked last week a lot too. But I think this episode was just really strong and it delivered on what I was like really hoping for Chris's arc. That my trepidation going into this episode was we're in this Nazi world, Earth X, whatever you want to call it. And I was cool with that, but it seemed like, okay, we're there and now we just gotta get the hell out of here. And we're not gonna have time to sufficiently dive into Chris's emotional turmoil that he was experiencing. I couldn't have been more wrong. I mean, not that I was wrong. I was hoping for that we'd get it, and we got it. So I was like, my hopes have been, accomplished there. And I think, James is such a great director. He wasn't directing this, but like he's a great writer at like, implementing a great, a great point for Chris's arc. Chris is like towards like the. I don't know where he would be like structurally for his arc, but he's in a very dark place. But I feel like it's earned, given what we've seen him go through so far this season, on top of the demons that we've seen him pre-show with stuff with his family that wasn't, whatever. So that was very worthwhile. It was hard to watch, but it was also a very great performance from John Cena. It was really thrilling. All great performances and mixed like a very funny and intense, escape episode. This was like Escape from New York, basically Peacemaker style. And it was a really fun to watch. We had some great vigilante sequences here. Great moments from Hardcore as well. Economos continues to be unintentionally hilarious. So yeah, I liked it a lot. Rest in peace, Blue Dragon, aka Woke Dragon.
Wow.
Let's talk about that real quick. Let's rip up the Band-Aid. This seems to be the biggest character switch up in Earth X compared to our universe. In our universe, Blue Dragon, aka Chris's dad, aka Augie, was a racist, a bigot, part of the KKK, White Dragon, exactly, and not a great person. He really kind of messed up Chris's childhood. Inadvertently led Chris to inadvertently kill his own brother. And now we see this universe, a Nazi universe, and we see him have a different tune. But I'm less sympathetic on his character than most people are. I think yes, he's a lot less. He's not our Chris. He's not the Chris he's not Chris's dad, Augie. He's not the overblown racist, kill all the blacks that we saw in our universe.
Yeah.
But he was still living in a Nazi universe, not doing anything about it. Granted, he did try to fight back, saying he fired back a hardcore, saying there's a lot of bad shit in your universe too, and I'm sure you don't do everything in your power to stop it, basically. Which is just it's very meta because this is there's a lot of not great stuff in our world, but people really have the power to stop it. People don't. Granted, it's just I don't know. It's he's still, he was still he was part of the trio with Chris and his son, Chris and the brother, presumably not doing much of anything. Anyways, I'm not saying he wasn't racist, probably, but he was a very passive person. It's a very interesting character here, Nathan. Because your son died. Chris too died. And the guy's Chris, your brother wasn't that great, buddy. It's what the fuck is happening? It was very weird. Right? Granted, this new Peacemaker was probably racist and awful. That's kind of what we're getting here. But at the same time, your son died, and you're just okay, we got to move on. I'm this is weird. I don't know how to feel about this. It's a mix of emotions, man.
I'm sure if we got a bottle episode of Flashback, we would feel differently.
Probably. But it still is that's your own son? That's kind of sus. But whatever. I mean, I guess you're not racist, so good. But it's
maybe Chris 2 genuinely was that just terrible.
Maybe.
Full of himself and whatnot.
Yeah, but which makes his death early on not seem as holy shit, you're in terrible water here, Chris. It makes it more palatable.
I guess in the grand scheme, but I think it's still a mental effect on our Chris, which is shown in his his mental flash at the end of this episode.
Yeah,
and how it's affecting these other people that he did grow attached to because they're familiar faces, and he just didn't know, which is crazy when we see the opening. Everything is so obvious.
What do you mean?
Oh, there's copies of Mein Kampf on every desk and a mural of Hitler in the office. That's a good gag.
That was great. This is wild. Nathan.
I would have seen it. I would have voted a third time rather.
This every week we talk about this. What is our Chris's intelligence level?
Himbo for sure.
The big ass Hitler mural. You've been here for a couple of days now. I don't know how long you've been in there. I don't know how time works, but
it's been 5 years.
And he never knows the mural. Because he leaves at the end of episode 5. They get him in episode 6, and it's just hey, Chris, how you doing? It's I don't know. Anyways, it's baffling. The big ass mural again, like you said, hilarious gag. But come on, man, my Mein Kampf everywhere. The Nazi things. Speaking about the Nazi things, have you seen the controversy over the dance going on with Peacemaker?
I heard it for a second. What the one movement where he's doing the back
wasn't that a thing in season 1? Are people overreacting that's a hint for the Eros X dance?
I think they're overanalyzing. I think it is just a dance move.
I think it's just a dance. People are oh, see, James Gunn is clever. I'm guys, I love James Gunn, but we're over for overglazing this. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially when it could be so simple. It's just like, hi, hello there.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Even though yes, it could be a Heil. But no, I don't think it's that far. And if they did intend that, I think it probably would have gone more all out to like do like the full 45-degree swoop and just integrate it into the dance if they wanted to do that. But that's not the intent.
Yeah. Also, people were saying like in the opening, the Earth X characters, the Earth X versions of Hardcore and everybody else, they are bad dancers because there's no black people, and black people never really taught them how to dance properly. I'm like, this is getting crazy. Like, it's funny as hell, but like,
it's funny.
It's James Gunn going this deep. Like, granted, like this is post World War II. Like, you know, black people helped out a lot of people with dancing post World War II, but like, it's weird. But it's funny. I really want to see a podcast. See like how much did James is like this version of Earth X. How much does it have like a impact on the other characters in the setting overall?
Elvis didn't have his influence that he needed.
Yeah, I know. When the world needed Elvis most, he vanished.
Which makes you wonder how we got to the rock and roll that they have to that level. Like, hold on.
Yeah, right.
How did you get there? Probably exploitation, for being real, but
yeah, exactly.
We're peeling back too deep these layers. Were you hoping to see other heroes that were horrible?
Not really.
No.
Yeah, what we got was nice. So
yeah, we with the SS chest.
Oh God,
this is his cameo, guys.
But I like how we instantly start this episode off with like, okay, we gotta get the hell out of here. There was a tinge, I think we mentioned it last week, where Chris could have like faked still being part of this universe and like played it like Star Wars, where it's like, hey, you're under arrest, but you're secretly not under arrest. Like every Star Wars thing ever.
That's I think I said that last week. Yeah.
Yeah, you did that. Yeah. So that could have been the play, but knowing Chris, he's so like all in. He says fuck it, and then just haul ass and run for it. Great sequence, him with the jet pack and just like crashing through the glass window. Yeah. Totally Chris. Yeah. Which is great. And then we get the whole motorcycle chase scene. Very sweet moment with Hardcore, you know, holding on to Chris tight as they like pleasantly run away from all those cops. It was a great moment for those two characters.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really liking their relationship a lot. It's really good stuff there. And then okay, so this is crazy. Like, so I want to. There's multiple storylines in this episode. I'll stick with the Chris stuff for now. Chris is on his motorcycle. They eventually get chased off the road by the cops. They make it into this like barn area. And then they come across Chris's brother. What's his name? Jacob? What's Chris's brother? Keith. Keith attacks them from above using his rockets. They like have a huge standoff. And then the father comes in and like mows down the cops. Our first hint that this father is like not as hoorah Nazi as everybody else seems to be. Hoorah! And then they like don't kill Chris as much as Keith wants to kill this Peacemaker. Augie, Chris's dad, takes them in, says like, you're coming with us. You need to answer our questions, which they legitimately do have questions about, like what happened to their Chris. So yeah, they take them home, and that's when they have like the whole emotional like reveal / conversation about who this Chris was and everything that entailed here. But yeah, I think this is a good time. Like I really am liking what they're doing with Chris's character arc this season. You know, again, last week I was coming to terms with like, okay, we're leaving this Earth X, but I didn't want it to be so easy for him. I wanted him to have some kind of emotional, not break as much as we got this episode, but just an emotional toll to deal with, given his like messy decisions he's done. He's killed that Chris, and then he killed the stuff with Rick Flag Jr., which has been seeded successfully. into this season as well. His relationship with Harcourt. I was hoping for it to be like, conflicted on in this episode, and we got it in spades here, as he gives the laydown to Augie. What was your take on this? I feel like he was coming to terms with this version of Chris's dad. Like, obviously he didn't want him to die, and he was very upset that he did. But like, I felt like him coming to terms and explaining the situation piece by piece, it was a very vulnerable Chris that we haven't really seen in a lot of like instances here. Like explaining, like, I'm sorry, like I was just defending myself, that kind of thing. Because again, he feels guilty for having killed, and he says as much. Like, I killed my own brother, and I'm sorry that I had to kill your brother, Keith, Earth X Keith, even if you can't understand. So I like that kind of like discussion that they were having, only for it to get like shattered literally as Vigilante kills White Dragon here in bloody crazy fashion. It was a crazy. But yeah, like what do you like about this whole, and then like the whole breakdown where he's like, he's apologizing to White Dragon, he's apologizing to Keith afterwards as well. It's like it was a lot of like emotional outbursts here. I loved it across the board.
Yeah, totally. I think his whole recollection of the past events, he's not like looking to put the blame off of himself. He's taking accountability. He's genuinely like the same way with the interrogation with Rick Flag about his son. Like he's not fighting back. He's like, I understand why you feel this way. I wish it didn't happen either. In both those instances.
Yeah, like we hardly ever get to see Chris take accountability, but what the season is doing successfully, I think again, Chris's arc is probably like my favorite thing about this season. It's very well structured. You can tell James had a very clear mindset, like what he wanted to tackle for Chris's arc this season. It's all about, like you mentioned there, accountability, which is rare for a character who couldn't see a Nazi, mural on a wall. But he is aware enough to be accountable for his own like inner complex actions. Not really complex actions, but like his complex dilemma that he's in. And yeah, it felt like he was really like sincerely trying to get to this universe's version of Augie. And once it's shattered, he's like, I felt like that was the feather on the camel's back once again for Chris, where he's like, man, like, I'm trying to take accountability. I'm trying to be vulnerable here. I'm trying to take that first step in my life here as both a hero and just as a human being. But then it's shattered. White Dragon dies anyways. He just killed, but like he previously had killed this universe's version of Peacemaker. And then boom, White Dragon's dead. And then a few fight scenes later, Augie's bleeding out. Chris thinks Keith. Keith is bleeding out, and Chris thinks Keith is going to die, and he's like sobbing, like they were going to kill him. Actually, like it was Vigilante and the rest were going to kill Keith because Keith is so enraged by now the death of his brother and his father. Keith wanted like revenge, naturally so, and then. The hardcore Vigilante were going to kill him. Chris, like, what's the word for it? Like, he screams. He just, like, a guttural scream from John Cena here saying no. Again, he's trying to take accountability. He's trying to do better. But everything left in his wake is just death, mistakes, broken relationships, destruction, chaos. He's leaving this universe a lot worse than it already was. Granted, it's Earth X, so it doesn't really matter how fucked up it ends up being at all. But internally, in terms of Chris's emotional well-being, it leaves him in a lot worse off state. And I feel like I can clearly see the steps that got Chris to this predicament. I really like it. And yeah, just the whole guttural scream there was very like heartfelt and very heartbreaking. And it was a very rewarding unfortunate but rewarding moment for Chris's arc. It was a great moment.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I absolutely loved this scene. Really good stuff here. So yeah, anything else about for Chris here at least? Yeah, I'm just really loving where Chris is going so far. Great stuff.
Totally.
Yeah, were you say something?
No.
Oh, but
page.
But also I liked the other storyline here. Adebayo ads. She got some good stuff with our boy. I'm forgetting his name again. Nathan, help me out.
Judo Chop.
Judo Chop. No, you're lying, motherfucker. Judo Master, right? Is that his name?
You sure?
Yes.
It's not it.
It's Judo Master. You can't lie to me.
It is, yeah. I could lie to you. I've done it before and tricked you.
One time.
Do you know the director's kids are in the Fantastic Four?
That was a good. That was a good one.
I did research on that one.
It could have easily happened.
I was like, who is like believably dad age, but also who are actual dads?
that could have been easily possible. I was like, you know, that's cool.
Anyways, could have just spread a false rumor online.
I would have posted that shit on Twitter. I'd have been like a damn fool. Anyways, Judo Master comes out to save ads. I was wondering, I was like, how are they not catching up to ads? Can we talk about this real quick, Nathan? Ads is running. Ad is running. You know, they're catching up to her. She goes in the pool. I'm like, what is happening here? Bold move, Cotton. I'm so surprised. I'm like, what were you thinking? And they all just follow her in the pool like they're a horde of zombies instead of just crowding.
Aren't they?
Basically. And but like, if I'm following her, you know, granted, I'm not a raging racist idiot, but like,
no,
they go in the pool, and I'm just like, I just would have went around and been like, okay, you gonna get out of the pool? Like that was so weird. But luckily, story reasons, they all get in the pool and get fried to death by Judo Master, who had
we all cheered.
Whatever. Yeah, we all cheered. That was a fantastic sequence. It was really good. I love a good shocking of racist people.
Just gotta love it. Name 5.
Obviously, Taken 1, 2, and 3. I love this. It's a deleted scene.
There's racist in the Taken franchise.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, I'm probably.
Yeah.
There's probably a racist on every film ever, which is awful. But
yeah, look at Nathan putting me on the spot, motherfucker.
I'm deferring to your conversation.
What a great podcast co-host.
Yeah, I've added nothing so far, but ads is great. I love Danielle Brooks. She's wonderful. She recently came back onto Twitter to just
really,
yeah, to chat about the latest episodes, and she's
what'd she say?
Put me on.
Is she doing the dance?
Yeah, it's a great move. No, she was just like, I think like she got on because like somebody showed her like a really funny meme. I forget what it was, but she's getting a bunch of outpour of love for her performance, and I think she definitely deserves. She's like my favorite to watch of Chris's friends whenever we're cutting around.
She definitely is. She's a beacon of light for them. She's very funny. She's very real. And yeah, she always gets like these nice. She's a great character to get like these nice heart-to-heart moments for.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I mentioned it. I've been mentioning it, but like I liked her conversation with Chris in episode 4, the Doors episode, where she's just talking to Chris about like why he's going to the other universe and like, are you sure this is a good thing, Chris? And then we also get great scenes with her in Hardcourt, episode 5, where she's like, you know, what really is going on between you and Chris? You know, her and Economos have a great relationship. Like she really, again, I see it every week. She is the glue for their relationship. She's a strong social butterfly, if you will. Not that she's the one butterflies. But really good character. Really enjoy her talks, and we got a great one here with her and Judo Master getting to the heart of like his character.
Judo chop.
Judo chop. Yeah, I think that's racist, Nathan.
Okay.
I think we're getting canceled for saying that.
Okay. You kept saying the wrong dragon color for the one you were referencing.
White, blue, it doesn't matter. They're all the same.
But they're not, because one's a Nazi.
I mean, again, one's a Nazi, another one's a father who didn't do shit about the Nazis.
What can you do to a global scale as one man?
Join the Sons of Liberty.
You're right. I'm not saying I'm not saying you should be inactive, but also
be like vigilante.
This goes all the way to the top.
Very true. Very true.
But also, as Ad says,
he's also old.
Maybe this world isn't as different as ours, which is unfortunately true.
Yeah, I know, right? Oof.
We just don't have. I was gonna say we don't have camps, but they're coming.
Yeah,
there are some.
We don't have blatant Nazis. Then you see like the Kirk, funeral stuff. Like, oh boy, this is people hailing. It's
the boys would be parodying it if they didn't already do it.
Already do it, yeah. Crazy. I'm so. They're gonna do something with season 5. They're gonna do something about that whole shtick. But anyways,
didn't they with like Todd?
Oh, true. Yeah, good point. Yeah. So
why is it real? Anyway,
is this show about us?
Are we about to lose subscribers? Nobody cares.
Damn. People care what we have to say, Nathan. We have a platform, So.
Yeah, we cut out 5 things from Jump Street yesterday.
We did? What do you mean?
I didn't do that.
Oh. By the way, everybody should go watch our Jump Street commentary. That was a blast. It's a 5 out of 5. 5 stars.
Fun times, and we're going to be watching the second one next week.
Exactly. I can't wait.
For spooky season.
It's Channing Tatum. We're doing this for Roofman, bitches.
Yeah, when's Roofman coming out?
I don't know.
Today?
It's already out. It's bombing. No.
I didn't know Smashing Machine came out. I was like, oh shit.
I saw that. Yeah, I saw that Thursday. What's
you
today?
saw it?
Friday. I saw it yesterday. Yeah.
You like it? 5 stars. We did it.
It's good.
Is he getting the Oscar?
No. Quick.
He's getting out.
Quick aside for the Smashing Machine. Movie with The Rock portraying one of the earlier MMA, I think. I really don't know what the fighting thing was. I think it's MMA.
So. It's not wrestling.
Not wrestling. Yeah, it's wrestling, UFC, or MMA. I think it's MMA.
One of the 3.
Exactly. And it's good. It's a movie. I tweeted this out. It's a movie where the performances are a lot more compelling than the story that they're telling. It's a conventional yet unconventional, wrestling, not wrestling kind of movie. One of those fighter movies, right? Like, if you've seen one fighter movie, you've seen them all. Where it's like when you start off rough, and then you have a come up, and then you tournament, and then you win.
You're saying I should watch Warrior instead?
Yes. The best sports movie of all time.
Is that on our list?
No, it's not a good. It could be a good commentary to watch, and
you always say it's not, and then our camaraderie makes it.
I mean, I would vamp for like a good 2 hours talking about it. It's fucking magic, man. And Nathan would cry on stream. I think he would. When's
the last time I did that? Like last week.
What'd you cry for?
I think I cried for Avatar.
Did you? Oh man, that ending is it hits you.
Let's get it done.
Let's get it done. But yeah, Emily Blunt and The Rock are very vulnerable and do a good job of exploring like these like emotionally complex and exhausting characters. I say exhausting because a lot of their scenes, 95% of their scenes are arguing, yelling, filled with like distraught and like inner trauma. Like these are very flawed characters, both of them. Yeah. And they're arguing a lot of the movie.
Brevity.
Not much between them. They have a loving scene, like, yeah, I love you, but then like most of their scenes is a lot of arguing. It doesn't build towards anything. It just cuts to like the white credits, like, hey, at the end of the movie, hey, They got married later on. It's like, oh, okay.
Huh.
But like, it's a lot of just like turmoil. The narrative itself is just very bland. It's not something you would root for. It's not one of those like rootable kind of movies. It is what it is. It's a story of him having his ups, his downs, his ups and his downs. And that's just, I wasn't really gravitated by any particular stuff there. There is a tournament of sorts in the movie, but it's just like I'm not like rooting for any particular character. It goes in a particular direction. And I'm like, okay, that makes sense. But otherwise, I'm just like, okay. I felt like I understood the character more. But not like this. I didn't really love the story it was telling. I think I gave it 3 stars. I didn't hate it. Like I can see why people are giving this like 2.5 because the story is just so like bland and lackluster. But the performances are strong. It carries me to like 3 stars.
Was it a more?
Yeah, sorry.
Was it a more emotional performance than the game plan?
I don't know. I do love the game plan. No, I don't think I've ever seen the game plan.
What? Oh, that was a Disney classic for me.
Have I? What was the game plan?
Football player gets a daughter, Madison Pettis.
I have seen this. Madison Pettis was huge back in the day.
Yeah.
I haven't seen this in ages. Should we put this in our commentary list? I think I have seen this, right? There's no way I didn't.
You gaslighting yourself.
I feel like I know, right?
you saw the Disney Channel promos that it was coming on.
I'm watching the trailer right now.
Wild,
this, right? I'm
trailer reaction to the game plan.
I'm not crazy. I think I have seen this. Nathan, when are we doing our fucking Disney commentary movies?
I want to do every DCOM ever.
How old is Madison Pettis now? Madison Pettis is 27 years old now.
Yeah, I think she's our age.
Yeah, where's she been at these days?
She
was in Corey in the House.
Yeah, famously.
Who was she in Corey in the House?
The president's daughter.
Oh, duh. Okay, yeah. Man, they're fashion in these early 2000 shows. Just in 2007. Like, man, what were we wearing?
Let's bring it back.
Is it casual? Not casual? Like, why are we wearing polos? And it's weird. Anyways.
You gotta have a graphic tee and a checkered shirt,
right? Like the early 2000s, a lot of graphic tees, a lot.
I mean, I'm there. I never left.
Should we have a whole commentary or a whole podcast about Nathan's fashion sense
before the horror podcast? That's crazy.
It's not happening, Nathan.
It should happen right now. It's October.
You don't gotta tell me. I'm free all week. I'll be here all week.
The week's over. You son of a bitch. Come here. Peacemaker though.
We should watch. Oh, by the way, we should watch Courage. You watched Courage back in the day?
Courage, Cowardly Dog.
Courage, Cowardly Dog. Like,
oh yeah.
That'd be some fun shit. That'd be very fun. Good Adventures of Billy and Mandy. I'm just naming old nostalgic our generation shows.
Good stuff. Love Grimm.
Love Grimm. But anyways, Peacemaker. I was talking about ads and Judo Master.
Sure.
And I like getting to know more about his character. You know, there was a great sequence where he's like, you know, these people are against like blacks, you know, Asian, gays, like basically everything that I am, minus the black part. Buddhist, yeah, that was very, very funny. So I like seeing his turn for his character. And again, when we get that scene at the end where Rick Flag asks him, like, is everything that Chris saying true? Judah Master, like, yeah. And it makes sense given what we saw this episode. Speaking of that, at the end of the episode, we didn't mention it, but like the end of Chris's arc here is that like he feels so guilty and, you know, unsuccessfully like trying to like rid himself of these burdens, at least in my mind here, that he like takes it on himself. Like he feel like, you know, again, I would keep on saying like he's trying to take ownership of his actions and like, you know, he feel like he can't do that. So like in response, Chris is, you know, saying it's all on me. My friends, they were just trying to rescue me or whatever. Here's your door teleporter device. This is all on me. I fucked up. And their whole friends are like, wow. It's like, but this is Chris's, he's hit the end of his rope here. Like, this is his guilt, his trauma speaking. And he feels like he can't, like, everything he does is a mistake. It leads to death. He feels like he needs to take responsibility for his flawed actions. And this is a flawed way of doing it by arresting yourself for something that, like, he didn't do anything bad here. Besides, whole portal thing.
Sure.
But still, I think what's interesting is that we can still say that Chris is making a, one of those Chris, like, it's all on me, guys, decisions. But also, we can't forget, like, this is still Rick Flag doing something that he shouldn't be. This shouldn't be happening in the first place. We shouldn't be arresting Chris for all of this craziness in the first place. Or maybe they should, because, like, this door thing is extremely illegal. But, like, we can tell, like, visually, narratively, this is going over the top. And especially because we know that Rick Flag's reason for doing all this is based in personal reasons. So that's all very interesting.
Yeah, I'll be intrigued to see how it all comes to a head, because apparently it's going to get wild in the finale, in the multiverse side.
Exactly, and the finale is going to be an extra 20 minutes. Usually these episodes are about 35 minutes. This is going to be 56, I think, minutes. So it's going to be thick.
Thoughts on dude from Superman popping up?
Who?
The guy who finds the
I'm like, I thought you were making a joke. Yes, we did get another cameo. Guy with the mustache.
Such a distinct design.
You're right.
Big glasses.
I like how he went straight to his computer, straight from the movie. It was very funny.
Yeah, he pinged it so fast.
Yeah. It's so weird seeing Lex and now this guy from a PG-13 movie to a rated R TVMA style stuff, talking about Pornhub and all that kind of craziness. Like, okay, this guy's just gonna
do those end bits canon?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
The one from, like, was it last week, was really great with Hardcore and Keith. That was very funny.
Yeah. God, that's so awkward.
She was just, like, awkwardly just kept on talking, like, oh, this is bad.
That'll be like 30 Seconds to Mars in the DCU.
Poor Jared Leto, but not poor Jared Leto. The kill's so good.
I'll excuse all the weird stuff because the kill.
Early, I still listen to early 30 Seconds to Mars. Good shit.
Oh, for sure. Art and artist separation.
Yeah, sure.
Sure. Tron Ares in years now.
That movie got bombed so badly, man.
I think I'll go because my friend's a big fan of Tron. He got me into watching them. I watched. No, my friend Ian. He wanted to show me Tron Legacy because that's one of his favorite movies ever, and I hadn't seen it, and so I watched Original Recipe Tron before that.
Wait, you never saw Tron Legacy? Like,
I hadn't seen any of the Trons ever.
So this year?
Yeah, until like last week.
Oh, I thought you told me that you didn't see the original Tron. I thought you'd seen Tron Legacy. Oh, interesting.
Both is the case. So I watched them both in the same day. Interesting little world.
Yeah.
I wonder if I keep paying attention to it, if I'll get more engrossed in it.
Probably won't.
At that point,
I'll never forget. I had a very funny experience watching Tron Legacy in theaters. My friend. One of the rare times. I think. What year did Tron Legacy come out? 2007.
2011.
Is it double digits?
2010. It's 2010. It's 2010.
Wow. Let's see if you're right.
It's $5. You already saw the answer. Fuck.
Yeah, it's 2010.
I got it.
But so I was like 14 watching this. But anyways, I went to the movies with my friends, and it was hilarious because this is like during the 3D craze, right? Yeah. And we're like, okay, we'll see this in 3D. Movie about to start. A prompt shows up in front of the movie saying, parts of this movie will not be in 3D.
Oh.
My friends and I were like, wait, what? We paid an extra $3 to watch this shit, and part of it is not in 3D. So legit, guys, we had our 3D glasses on, and we can't even to take them off and on, because parts of it wouldn't be in 3D. So the parts that are in 2D were very like unnerving because like this doesn't look real.
Did it prompt a message to say to put the glasses on or off?
No, in the middle of the movie, no.
I mean, because that used to be a thing where like it was select scenes in 3D and like in the red and blue era and be like, put on your glasses.
Oh shit, that was red and blue era, but yeah, but like this one was just like the regular like the tinted glasses era.
So you're just like, oh, it's blurry, random, fucking.
Yes, it was weird.
I guess the presumption is just keep the glasses on, and
I think so, but it still looked weird in 2D scenes. Like I could tell that this wasn't supposed to be in 3D. Like in the early scenes of Legacy.
I feel like it would have been. That's crazy. So it was just
like,
conversion.
If people were watching this stream, if you were at the movies in 2010 seeing this movie, I'm not crazy, right? This happened. I remember getting the problem because my friends and I still talk about this to this day. Like we got hoed watching Tron Legacy because this was not how it was meant to be. And it's not how Avatar was. I remember watching Avatar. Granted, I fell asleep the first time I saw it, but like I think most of that was in 3D. All of it was in 3D.
All of it.
Anyways, so yeah, that's Tron Legacy. Yeah. Anyways, what were we talking about? Superman. The guy. Yeah. So that was a fun cameo. Again, it felt earned. It worked. I really liked it. It was just so weird seeing this guy who we originally were like, oh yeah, he's like one of the only Luthor people who's actually like knowing what he's doing, like morality wise in the movie, where he's like, Lex, what you're doing is like, we shouldn't be doing this. But cut to here, and he seems to be a much more of a Lex guy than we were. Granted, he's always a Lex follower, but like he was really like worried about like Lex figuring out whatever. Like he was against Lex here. So
if he didn't help, Lex would have done something bad.
Yes, yeah. So he felt like threatened and scared.
Which tracks when you look at his whole prisoner pocket dimension.
Yeah, fair enough. So it's very interesting. I guess since we're talking about the penultimate episode here, before we end our discussion, Nathan, thoughts, theories, the Wild Zoo. What do you think we're going to get for the finale here?
It's Superman. Probably not doing anything, but I think he'll be around. I think David's going to pop up for a second.
What the fuck, Nathan?
He could honestly just be like, Clark could just be chilling in his apartment, watching TV, and it was like, oh, that's okay.
Do you want that?
Kinda, because it wouldn't hurt. I don't care. Like, well, that's not gonna hurt the plot of like, oh, but where was Clark the whole time? Like, we're not doing that because we already know he's not around.
We don't care where Clark is. This all takes place in alternate dimensions. Clark can't be everywhere at once.
No, I don't think we're solely going to be in alternate.
I think we're getting Justice Society, or whatever they're called in this universe.
Justice Gang.
Justice Gang. Yeah.
I think so. But do you think? All right, that's an interesting point of view. Do you think we get Chris on the up and up, and he joins the Justice Gang?
Probably not join, because then that means he has to be in a movie. But
they could do that. He was in a movie. He was in the Suicide Squad.
He was.
That was his introduction, and it played in theaters.
Thanks, Nathan.
Got your ass.
He did.
He's in Superman. He's in everything.
I just
Creature Commandos.
Who is
Peacemaker?
He's in Creature Commandos.
His corpse is in the Flash Forward.
Oh wow. I just, yeah, but I feel like they have to like do a full
the DCU.
Yes, he is. Actually, it's Eagly, the face of the DCU.
Eagly didn't do shit for Economos. That's crazy.
That's fucking hilarious. But oh yeah, Eagly was going in. Who was he attacking this episode? He was attacking Keith. Oh my god.
Went for his head. I was like, oh
god damn. That's like scary, man. But what's I gonna say? I feel like we have to get the full circle moment of him trying to get hired by the Justice Gang in the premiere, and then in the finale, they either accept him or they continue to laugh at him, but then he goes off on his own and like, hey, I don't need you guys anymore. I got my friend, my 11th Street gang. We're all good here. So I feel like they have to tie that bow up. What do we get from Lex, Nathan?
You think Lex pops up again?
Would he not?
Yes, because they're
Because we
gonna
have to
set
know.
up Man of Tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is why I think Superman will be.
Half of Man of Tomorrow is about Lex.
Yes,
We've already seen Lex.
yes, and we haven't seen Clark yet, so
We'll see him in 2 years.
now you've helped me in my case.
He's too busy having sex with Lois. Actually, that's why he can't be here.
Look, we can take him second.
We get Clark leftovers.
Leftovers, yeah.
I want Clark committed or not at all.
No, I think you'll get Superman.
He's not coming, Nathan.
He was on set in costume. They can rig him for 3 seconds.
Why do you want to be Leonardo DiCaprio pointing at your screen so badly for Superman?
Because I love him. Because he's so wholesome.
You said like
Superman now, baby.
He said it like a character that needs help. I love him.
He just like me for real. Golly. No, it's not just like a point. Like, I mean, yeah, I guess it kind of is, but at the same time, it's like if they have like a narrative purpose, I could accept that as well.
Yeah. You're not saying that. Your whole thing is like, I don't care if he's just swinging, if he's shitting on a toilet. I just want to see Clark.
Look, Evan, we haven't gotten to the Marvel rumors yet. You can't berate me for this yet.
Oh boy. So yeah,
I don't know what the function would be. I didn't know. I would if you told me like any of the people that were gonna pop up this season, I wouldn't know if their function was like, oh, Lex is gonna pop up. In what way? Oh, he's just like a phone call in the prison. But like, you know, it's.
If I told you that, you'd be like, okay, that makes a lot of sense.
I guess so, but like, if you're also like, yeah, his tech portal guy is also coming in the next episode. I'm like, oh, well, how's that gonna function? I guess for the portal. I guess if you said it, I guess if you physically wrote out the description of the character, I would understand the function in the story. So if you tell me, hey, Superman's gonna pop, I'm like, oh, well, some serious shit with this multiverse chaos is gonna happen. I guess they may need help from Clark, who's also equally part of the Justice Gang as they established in the premiere of the season.
Is he?
All right, you know, what if we get Supergirl? Her movie's next.
I'll be there. That'd be amazing.
Okay, so that one you accept.
Yes, hell yeah. I don't care. She can be. That's because she can be drunk and just doing some crazy shit, and we get to see.
Last 48 hours, I have seen your obsession with blonde white women.
What was the other one? Oh, Brie
Larson.
Yeah, you caught me.
Look, I understand.
Damn, I would love that. Okay, yeah. Let's make a tier list here. So, like, most likely, Lex returning easily, right? 100% guaranteed. We say 100%.
Yeah, I think you'll get a Lex and Flag scene.
Okay, Lex and Rick Flag scene. Okay, 100% there. What else were we just talking about?
Supergirl and Superman.
Superman. I say, I'm going like 0. I'm going 5% chance. 5%.
F.
I'll give you 5%.
5%. All right.
Yeah.
Say 20.
I want to write this down so we can next week be like, hey, guess who was right here?
Put money on.
Yeah, no money.
Oh, but you'll bet on award season every year.
Hell yeah, motherfucker.
Sweeping.
100% Lex / Flag. 5% on Superman for me. But what was your percentage? Crazy ass motherfucker.
20.
20%. You did all this fighting.
Which is still higher than you.
20% and for Nathan. Something has to be. He said there's a lot of like story-based cameos for this finale.
Yeah,
and we're on Blue Skies like
tomorrow.
Man, but what? So again, you said Man Tomorrow like Brainiac has like this alternate reality or something like that. What was it, Kartor?
The city of Kandor is a shrunken city from Krypton.
How about I just frame this? Any Brainiac teases at all in the finale? Okay,
I would think it's 75%.
Okay, I'll say Brainiac teases. That'd be big.
You know what? I will also say I think if we're to select a character, I think 60% chance you get somebody from the Daily Planet.
Ooh, I like that a lot. 60% Daily Planet. What was that percentage for Supergirl?
35.
I'll say 30%. I'm meet that like 30% Supergirl. Brainiac teases it. Brainiac seems like a very. I'll go 50% for Brainiac teases.
Does this percentage mean anything? Are we adding them up? What is the?
Not at all. Not at all.
Which is like how we feel right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody's dying, right? Oh wait, duh. Keith survived. Is he coming back in this finale, or just saving him for season 3?
He'll probably come back and he'll probably die. If he
makes
doesn't
sense.
die, he will. I mean, he could be a recurring villain, maybe.
But like the portal was locked away. Like, how does he possibly get back in this finale? But granted, we opened the door.
We're about to do stuff.
Yeah, we're about to do stuff. Yeah, never mind. I'm going crazy. I'll say the 100%. He's coming back. I don't think they save him for season 3.
100% chance the alien neighbor will do something.
Ooh, I like that. That's a great one. I forgot about the alien neighbor. Ooh. I want a great moment for Flurry, the Tim Meadows character.
Oh, yeah. I think he will be our stepping stone to getting Rick to see some more level-headed reason with Chris.
I like that a lot. I like that idea. Like, they haven't really shared any screen time, right?
No, but just morally, from how he felt about Economos booking Chris being the right thing to do, I think he's a lot less blindly focused on the assignments.
Speaking about that, we saw teases of the extremely hot Bordeaux character.
Cyborg Girl.
Does Bordeaux, do we see like the fruits of that at all in this movie? She got her tech from like, what was it? Maxwell Lord. But actually, I don't know. But like, is she evil? Does she do anything bad in this finale? What was the whole purpose of her and Rick getting like all sexual together? Not but like flirting.
Because she has an accent, and canonically, he likes that.
He likes that shit. I'll say Bird. I don't know how you spell Bordeaux. Whatever. Bordeaux evil.
Here's a percentage. I want. What is the percentage that Eagly does anything with his mystic side again?
Ooh. 40%. Are you higher?
Okay. I would agree with that. 40. Because I was sitting here and I'm just like, Eagly could free the Nazi world if you want.
Eagly, stand up, bro.
Stand up. That's great.
Do something.
We have officially seen everybody in the intro, though.
We have, yeah.
I remember thinking, like, who's this lady? And I was like, oh, that's Vigilante's mom.
Vigilante was so great this episode.
It really was. But otherwise, yeah, I couldn't really think of anybody else to pop up. I don't think they're going to introduce anybody new. I think like ballpark, like random out there appearance, like 5% chance. I'm going to say a Lantern that isn't Guy.
I like that a lot. 5% Lantern.
That way, like, there's like, not to grossly say synergy, but like between HBO Max series to Lanterns.
Yeah. Daily Planet 1, I think we could see Jimmy. Jimmy makes sense.
I think, yeah, it's like
Lois
would be like the biggest pull, but if not her, then it would be either Jimmy or lower in the gang.
Jimmy seems like a very fun, like a Peacemaker style kind of character. I could see him getting into this universe.
Yeah, because he's always supposed to be in weird situations, and we might find him in one here.
Yep. That's a lot of lists. We got a decent list here. I'm excited. I think the finale is gonna be very fun. The more I hear about Man of Tomorrow, the more and more that gets me excited.
Yeah,
it's gonna be great. Speaking of Man of Tomorrow, guys, as of last week, Man of Tomorrow was coming out the same day as John Krasinski's A Quiet Place Part 3. I tweeted out like that is not sticking. Man of Tomorrow is going to make arguably more money than than Superman did this year. So different audiences, one's rated R, one's not, but they'll move. As of yesterday, A Quiet Place has flinched and it is now coming out. A Quiet Place Part 3 is now coming out July 30th, 3 weeks after.
I really would have moved it to the fall. I feel like anything that has like horror elements, I feel like just like put it, like go around September where nothing is.
The first one came out in the fall, didn't it?
Pretty sure.
A Quiet Place 3, 2027. So yeah,
the second one was like a March release.
It's now scheduled to come out on July 30th. The release date was originally July 9th. Yeah, July 30th, 2027. I don't think. I don't have. I used to have like a 2027 calendar on my gallery, and I lost it. Let me see real quick. Oh, there it is. So yeah, July is now Man of Tomorrow, and then the Simpsons movie, July 23rd. A Quiet Place, July 30th. Oh, Spider-Verse actually is coming out the same date now as Pixar's Gato. I don't know if we ever talked about that one. I said Gato is going to be the next to flinch there. Spider-Verse moved up because I think it was originally, I forget what the original date was. Maybe it'll tell me here.
It was a week later, right?
It was a week later.
So it's a week sooner now.
So instead of July 18th, it was like July 20-something. Because it was between Pixar's Gato and Shrek 5, which is June 30th. So they're moving away from Shrek. Well, Shrek is a lot more threatening than the next Pixar movie, unfortunately. But I think Pixar is going to flinch because like Pixar can't afford a flop there. And Spider-Verse that base is making what Across the Spider-Verse did. Across the Spider-Verse overperformed with like 120 million opening weekend.
Hey, I have been slacking on Draven this stream. I am sorry, Draven. They did not give me the notifications on the comments.
No.
Let us spotlight him in these final moments of Peacemaker.
Let's do it. Ask Chris is going to straight up kill Earth 1, Chris.
Self-defense.
To be fair, it was self-defense, but it's still hard. You didn't got this buff by reading. That was great. Did they just have a kid's villain origin story? He was already villainous, but like they definitely did here. They definitely did.
For sure.
He's gonna come back even stronger in the finale. Imagine if that wasn't the Earth X vigilante that stayed behind. I had a second guess. I was like, did they swap out? But no, that
I don't think. I think there was a line that confirmed who was who.
Yeah. So it's confirmed that the finale next week is an hour long. Yeah, I talked about this as well. 56 minutes.
Yes, that's right, Draven. We're gonna do it. It's spooky season.
Draven, why are you doing this to me?
See, now that he officially wants it, now
what
it has
the
to
fuck?
happen.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, Draven.
No, it doesn't.
You know, in fairness, Evan, most people I've heard getting into the Terrifier series have been like, all right, but like, I know you were baffled at the aspect that I say there's lore now but like we have actual like character, but we have like an actual like main character that we follow, and she's really good. She's great.
It's like a 2.5 hour horror movie.
You'll be fine. We have stuff go by in a breeze. We just did Way of Water for 3.5 hours.
We did. Fine. The Rock, yeah.
Right, that's right.
Now you really hold this guy's comments. Aren't you getting excited for Leto to be Skeletor?
Is that true? Are you messing with me?
Is he still doing that? There's no way. Right? Was that He-Man, right?
Yeah.
When I saw Thor 1, the screen was so dark with the glasses on that I just took them off. Yeah, I'm telling you, Thor 1 was around that time, right? Thor 1 was what, 2009?
That's funny, Draven. I went to the IMAX re-release of the Marvel Studios 10 years after Infinity War came out. They were doing or maybe it was after Endgame. They did all the MCU re-release in IMAX, and I got to watch Phase 1 over 2 days, and so I watched Iron Man, Hulk, Iron Man 2, and Thor in 1 day. And Thor was the last one. It was billed to be in 3D, and I was like, cool. And we all sit down, and the 3D wasn't working. So they just had to like turn it off and be like, we're sorry, we're still gonna play it. Here's a pass for next time. I was like, all right, right on. But I was like, damn, I wanted to see the God thing.
That's unfortunate, damn.
Superman. I said that for a second.
I don't think so. I didn't think so. But
I just don't think they want to like immediately have like, here's the second time you're seeing David as Superman and he's a Nazi. I don't think they want to do that.
Exactly. we see any imps? Oh, those
for the
crazy.
percentages. You know what? I think
What do you
there's a
think?
likelihood you will see an imp in whatever multiversal traveling we're
Crazy
about to go.
imps. Yes.
Because James is like very like aware and keeps referencing them, so I think we're eventually
He
gonna
does for some reason. Yeah.
because they're definitely gonna do like that annoying one for Superman and maybe Batmite one day. Interesting.
Oh, I like that, Draven.
Let's throw 15% Waller.
Because I say 15% Waller because part of Adebayo's storyline is that she's doing this whole new security firm thing that's not definitely a prostitution thing. Because
Right.
that was a joke. That was because she went on blast last season about Waller's things. Waller is now not in prison, but just like I think is he in prison? I don't know, but like Waller is like she kind of like had to step back. And there's James Gunn being very coy about like the Waller TV show, which I doubt is happening. But like we can see Waller kind of like tee up Adebayo storyline there. Like we kind of interesting. Hey, we can show the Batman movie and Superman in the same year. We are. We are. Man of Tomorrow and the Batman Part 2. Speaking about Batman real quick, James Gunn did confirm on Blue Sky that not confirm, but like what we expect, Brave and the Bold coming out pre-2030. Somebody asked him like, or do we have to wait till 2030 to see it? He's like, hopefully not.
2029.
Yeah, I said 2029 it is. Because like 2027, the Batman, if we want to believe that Robert Pattinson is still going to be the guy, 2029 makes the most sense. If Robert Pattinson is not the guy, just do it the following year in 2028. So, yeah.
I was going to talk about this a bit later, but yeah.
We can do it now. We're talking about release dates.
Well, yeah,
I guess we'll save it. Okay, we'll save it.
Yeah, tomorrow stuff. And then you just said just now, there's also that theory going around that Bordeaux might be secretly working for Waller. Okay.
Oh, yeah, because I had my evil Bordeaux theory. I'll put evil Bordeaux theory in line with working for Waller. Waller's not the most nice character in the world.
Sure. I don't know if I would believe it because of Lex's cruelty. I guess Waller could be equally cruel as well, but like Lex is just so fucking petty.
But what does Bordeaux have to do with Lex?
Oh wait, no, Bordeaux is Cyborg Lady. Yes.
Yes.
Sorry, I was thinking about his portal guy.
Okay. Yeah. He's not.
Never mind. All right, I can see it, man. All right.
Yeah.
100%. I don't know.
Do we get caught up on Draven comments?
That's it. That's everything. But keep commenting. We will.
Please keep commenting if you're here and didn't leave because Nathan ignored you, Draven.
Listen, man, we got up. We should move on to Gen V though.
We should. How did we get an hour and 8 minutes on vamping? That's how we do it on this stream, baby. I am loving Gen V, Nathan. I can't stop talking about it. It is a great show. I already kind of talked about it up front, but oh my gosh, guys. You know, there's great TV characters. And then there's Cypher, who I think is a phenomenal TV character.
That's the name I thought you
Wait, I'm trying to look up the guy's name. It's like his first name is Hamish, but I always forget his last name.
He's great. I don't know if I've seen him in anything. I know he's in Midnight Mass, and I need to see Walt Flanagan stuff still.
Hamish Linklater.
Okay.
Most known for Father Paul and Midnight Mass, but like, oh my god, he is so fucking great in this series. He's doing his Midnight Mass thing, where it's like a character that knows a lot, but is hiding a lot of like, baggage per se.
Now I'm not going to trust him when I watch that.
I'm not going to say anything about him, but he's a phenomenal character in Midnight Mass. Go watch it, Nathan. It's a phenomenal show. But he is so good here. And you can tell like the Gen V people were watching Midnight Mass and they were casting him because they're like, oh, this is our guy. He is so good at screaming, exuding confidence and like dark superiority. He is so fascinating as an actor, fascinating character. The early episode before we knew what he was up to is like I like discovering like what his power stakes could be.
Wow.
He voiced Batman in the Caped Crusader show.
Wow.
Did he really? I liked Caped Crusader. That was a fun show. You watched that too, right?
I don't think I watched it, but I was aware of it.
It's a good show. It was pretty solid. I liked it. Draven, what did you think about Caped Crusader? I thought it was a fun show. Not perfect, but fun. Anyways.
This is the part where Draven says he didn't voice him. He got you.
Don't pull a Nathan on me.
Nah, I believe it.
I lied to Nathan a couple times. Now he thinks he can just lie to me. Not cool.
Didn't you used to get me? Wasn't that what started this?
Yes, but that's just my thing. You can't do that. That's not your thing.
I've done it successfully multiple times.
It's against your algorithm. It's against who you are.
I got you on Ballerina so good.
What was the Ballerina one?
I was like, did you see the post credits? You were like, what post credits? And I was like, where she went back with our boy, Winston.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. I thought it was okay too. Some of the episodes were worse than others, but I like the different takes on the villains as a whole, for the most part. Especially the one with Harley. I think Harley was very fun in Caped Crusaders. But yeah, what was I going to say? Gen V, guys. Great show so far. The character dynamics are so interesting this season where we left off. For season 1, and I guess including with the boys there, they were taken by Kate and members of the boys, taken to Elmira, a prison, because the chaos at the end of season 1 was started by them, which is being pushed by Vought. It wasn't. It was started by Kate. But Kate and I'm blanking. Sam. Kate and Sam save the day. Homelander shoots Marie, and then they wake up in Elmira. But then unfortunately over the summer we learned the loss of Chance, the actor, which is just crazy. They were literally driving up to do the table read for season 2 when it happened. It was just so unfortunate. It's so unfortunate. Rest in peace once again to a phenomenal actor and human being. Just watch some of his interviews for season 1, guys. He's such a great guy. And I like how they're successfully and just extremely naturally fitting him into the context of this season in a way that's fitting, in a way that's like tasteful, and it just works. His essence is seated all throughout the character motivations, arcs, the narrative. They're doing a strong, very good job seeding him into Gen V season 2, even with his passing. I'm completely thrilled by it.
Absolutely great arc with his father.
Yes,
probably more of a stronger role than they intended.
Big time. And he's doing a great job so far. I keep saying phenomenal. He's doing a great job so far. I like his relationship with Emma this season. Emma is basically the Adebayo of this group, where she's kind of like the glue holding everybody together while dealing with her own internal baggage as well. We thought she got rid of her, not phobia, her affliction, I guess, in terms of like shrinking and getting large at the end of season 1. We thought it got better, but, naturally she's still dealing with some leftover trouble with that, especially as her best friend, the girl with the tail. She can do it a lot better than she could.
Best power, by the way. The mimic, like the best power in this world.
Great power.
Maybe not this world, but you know what I mean. If you select the right person.
Yeah.
I know it only lasts for 60 seconds, but I'm like, do I equal the strength of Homelander if I make contact?
Yeah, how would that work? Yeah,
you gotta make that contact.
Yeah, like, why would I ever get close to a nuclear bomb as an Homelander? That's crazy. That's a death sentence. He can just like swipe her away. But anyways, Kate and Emma, Kate and Marie and Jordan are still like the top 3. And initially I'm like, Jordan is extremely powerful. The way that they effortlessly like nearly killed Kate there in episode 2 or 3, one of the early episodes.
Yeah.
Episode 2 was crazy. Because like Kate could have easily died there. Kate is extremely powerful as well. We've seen last season where she like made a whole other world. With they had to go inside of Cage's dreams. We met like Soldier Boy in that one episode. That was pretty crazy. And that was just Kate like mind fucking everybody in the room without even touching them, which is crazy. So I like, by the way, I'm rambling. I'm sorry, but like Kate is a great character. Once again, every character in the show is freaking great, but I'm liking a lot of what I'm seeing with Kate here. A very flawed character, deeply troubled by what happened with Andre, deeply caring about her friend still. Obviously, still not butthurt, but like naturally upset that they nearly killed her. But then also happy that they went to go rescue her. And then like seeing some of the scenes that she had with Jordan, that was great in episode like 4 or something like that, I think.
Yeah.
That was really strong as well. Jordan, who was kind of like going through their own issues as navigating their romance with Marie, which is just very fun. Marie just continues to be a great MC for the show, with her blood powers and her vulnerability with her sister, the baggage there, coming into her own, stop dealing with her own, her own personal affliction as well. With her cutting
with
herself.
her aunt.
Greatness there with the scene with her aunt. This show is so like it's so human and natural, right? Like, why didn't you tell me about my sister? It's like I was scared. Just like they were both so right in that situation. It was like, yeah, obviously the aunt is scared of Marie's potential there. She killed the aunt's best friends and Marie's parents. But Marie's defense is like, I was a girl on her period and I accidentally killed my parents, and you created this image of me being a monster for over a decade now, and it's hurting her familial relationships. So that was a great scene last week as well. Speaking of family though, Nathan, I absolutely adored what we got here with Sam this week, with Sam and his family. I really, really, really liked it because like what we heard so far in season 1, I'm like, damn, these parents must have been assholes for what they did with Sam. Initially thinking like, did they put Sam in this like in Elmira for years on end, not helping him at all? But we learned here that like, and I choose to believe them, right? Like, they came to, or they were told by Vought that Sam had died. For years on end, they just had to go through Sam's death just being a thing. The mom being not comatose, but just not speaking for a whole year. They went to go visit. Sam said they didn't want to see him, but before that, they learned that their other son died, Patrick Schwarzenegger's character. And then, which must have traumatized them as well. And then they see him on the news, saving the day in the season 1 finale. They're like, okay, we can go see him, but then he didn't want to see them. And then I say that in air quotes because obviously he would have, but Vought lied again. And then, like getting some more real vulnerable stuff with Sam, I think is a good character. I don't love him as much as the other characters. I like some scenes he had in season 1, but like he's really, and I really like the actor too. Sam is really coming to his own. I think Sam is just like one of those characters that can play a very samey compared to the other characters. But I like the road that he's going on this season.
Yeah, they're I'm really happy they didn't fall into this pit where like there was a scene where he gets paranoid that his mom's on the phone calling Vought, and then he ends up injuring his father. And they could have easily done a thing where like he accidentally killed his dad. This bridge is burned. This happiness is no longer available. But I'm so happy that his dad is alive, mended, back to walking around the house off screen. But he is okay, and he reconciles with his mom at the park. I'm like, thank you for like just not throwing this away and making it spiteful for no reason.
Nathan, you and me are like one of the same, bro. Because like I paused it and I'm like, I literally told Jan, I'm like. Yeah, because I was loving this episode. And I'm like, man, they're gonna do the cliche thing of like, kid overreacts, and boy style. Like honestly, I'm not trying to hoe the boys, but like I think if this was the boys, Sam would have killed his father and have been like, "Oh shit! Like what did you just do?" And then
Had a Ryan situation.
yeah, right. And I'm just like, no, like he pushed him. He's okay. And let's talk about it with his mom in a very, again, vulnerable, heartwarming scene here. The place that actually reminded me of the park from Prisoner of Azkaban.
Okay.
Just like the opening sequence there at night. Yeah. I know someone said the burned up person tank was his father, but I actually thought it was Stormfront.
Oh, well, that's
It's not.
that's Stormfront. My theory was that it was Godolkin.
I think it has to be, right? I don't even know if it's a theory anymore. That just is what it is, I think. I don't know. I don't know if it's confirmed, but that's the only logical scenario. Yeah, let me finish on Sam real quick. Then let's talk about Cypher, the brilliance of what's happening there. But yeah, I like to see with his mom so much. You're exactly right. It's like we delivered on, and I was also worried when they said like we're going to need some strength to go into this awful prison breaks plan. I was like, they're going to ask Sam, but I don't think Sam's going to come, and that's exactly what happened. Because I was like, Sam, it logically makes sense there, but I'm like, I don't think Sam's in the right headspace for that, and he wasn't. And I like that Sam declined it, and I like that we got room for this whole different storyline in this episode here. But yeah, Sam and his mom really getting down to earth and like, yeah, we tried to be with you, and specifically how Sam's the show is very good at not compartmentalized, but discussing mental health in this show, which is always a big thing about like the boys' superpowers in general. But Sam's power and Sam's character specifically, they have to toe the line between mental health in terms of like, just how you deal with it in media. And I think they did a great job with Sam here. There was like, Sam blames Elmira and blames a lot of things, but like, and I like how natural the mom was. Like, it's just part of my genes. Maybe our family's genes. It just happened to be that way. Yeah. And granted, of course, this setting that he was in, Elmira, did not help what was already there within Sam at all. Any way that matter. But for a character that puts a lot of blame on other people at times and stuff like that, like lashing out, I think it was good for Sam to get that heart to heart and just be like, yeah, you might have this problem, Sam. It wasn't just Elmira, but now that you're here, we could probably like, hopefully at least, it wasn't said, but like work through it, and hopefully Sam comes out on a better end than where he was at the end of season 1, where he was just like getting fed bliss by Kate, basically. So I like his growth a lot, and hopefully it leads to a heartwarming relationship between him and Emma. They seem to be on speaking terms at least now. She called him, and then they talked. But we'll see where that goes. But yeah, Cypher. Sorry, do you have anything else to say about Sam before I move on?
No, I think we hit the points there for him.
Okay.
Though I will say I think we're teeing up a different romance for Emma this season.
We don't even know the guy.
We don't, and that makes me.
He's bad.
That makes me worried that he's a villain. I'm like, please don't do that. Please don't.
I think he is a villain. Has he had any scene outside of him and Emma? That's how you know a character is bad in stories, guys. If their characters only used to talk to another main character, if we don't see them outside of that narrative, that's sus, dog.
We didn't see Sam's parents.
True, actually, true. But like they're family. That's different.
Maybe
like,
this is a family.
You just randomly show Sam's family.
A third Sam sibling.
Maybe. But part of me was like, is this Cypher controlling this other guy, Emma's friend? I don't know, because we don't know how many people he can body hop, but like, probably just one at a time. But yeah, so let's break this down, because I think this is just, it is what it is. Do you think Sarah Potter didn't take down Homelander? Yes and no.
At least to have somebody who has the ability to do it. That said, I do think Marie will be the person to fight Homelander in the boys' final season.
No.
I think so.
Nah.
I think it'd be more fulfilling to have a person who we have emotional connection to be the person who can go head to head with him instead of just like, we found a weapon, which we kept trying to do every season.
It's Ryan. That's it.
He's lost my plot. He's lost my plot the entire time.
That's the story. That's the writer's fault. But
I know
it is Ryan. It is Ryan. It is Ryan.
I get. It's sad that I keep forgetting about Ryan.
Actually. I know, right? But we keep shoving him down our throats. Is Ryan the Scrappy Doo of the boys?
Maybe like it's a team up narrative. We're gonna need like multiple heroes at the same time to fight.
This is where I get very. I know it's not right, but I get very protective of this show. I don't want my Gen V characters going into boys.
Well, they did. They did last season
for like 5 seconds to arrest our guys. And
they were there. They were a part of it.
They were there.
And now Kimiko can talk. So
she can. Yeah. Well, did she say no? Right when they took.
Yeah, she pulled a Caesar.
The Caesar event, no.
Yes. That way, yes.
Because it seems like they're intentionally trying to get Homelander in. Not allowed. But a lot of characters aren't trying to get Homelander in because Homelander doesn't need to know shit.
What's he doing
president?
Right now?
He's president.
He's the president, right?
Wait,
is he actually?
We learned that Cypher. We learned that Sage is like Madam CEO of Vought, which we kind of already knew by the end of season 4, but like she is now. At the end of season 4, she's like, "Hey, Homelander, this is now phase 2 of my plan. Phase 2, of course, is like politics plus."
She planned to be ousted from Homelander's plans, and then all was set right because she knew that's how it needed to go. Which is just like such 8D chess that I'm like, fuck. She is the most dangerous character in the universe.
Easily. A great character, by the way. I love her character. Best part of season 4 by far. But yeah, I what's it called? When Draven was asking, can you pull up the comment about Homelander? I think are they plotting to take down Homelander? Yeah, I don't think they aren't. I don't think they're plotting to take down Homelander because you can't. But I think this is more of a, which is why I think this show is successful. I think less so Homelander. I think we have to worry about how this is affecting Thomas Godokin. I think he's very pro suits, and I think that includes Homelander. But not planning to take him down. I think, narratively, we see Thomas Godokin, fire that, went crazy in the premiere episode in the 1950s. Since then, he's been burned. I don't know if his son was born at that time. Cypher is presumably his son. As he said last week, he's like, that's my father in a tube. If we're taking his word for it. This could be a random meat bag, Cypher's words. Or it could be his son. If it is his son, why is his son willingly allowing his father to like mind control him for decades on end?
Do you think this this last scene with Marie and Annabeth in the prison where Annabeth was killed and then Marie saved her? Do you think Cypher's goal is to get Marie to a level where she can heal people like to that degree? Like, do you think she like her cellular blood control can fix ailments upon people, and maybe that's for Godolkin to heal him?
Yes, in a way, yes. I think it's twofold here. I think there's only like 2 or 3 logical assumptions here with why he wants Kate or Marie to be so strong. I don't think it's to take down Homelander. I think this is more so, again, a selfish thing for Thomas Godokin for this season. This show is very good at like making things, focused in on like the objective of the season. And I think one of the main things for this season is that Thomas Godokin is dying, and he needs a better body. If anybody watches Naruto, it's very Orochimaru Sasuke-esque. In the anime Naruto, Orochimaru is a highly skilled ninja who is slowly dying and body hops a lot, and he wants to train up Sasuke to be his next body. So I think instead of having Cypher be that body, I think he wants to train up Marie to be like, powerful enough that he can put his mind into Marie's body. Maybe. Other objective being, like you said, get Marie strong enough, or get Marie strong enough to heal, so then she could heal, or Thomas Godolkin, which is the guy in the tube. But we saw her heal a neck injury, burns to that degree. I don't know how Marie's blood can be that. You're muted, Nathan.
Sorry, that's what I'm unsure about. Is like, it's one thing where like Marie was able to like put blood back into a body, but like you closed the wound.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's
so what are you saying?
I'm just like that's an impressive feat that I wouldn't consider her powers to have the ability to have. So I'm like, okay, well, what is the degree of like ability to rewrite the molecular cellular connection,
Right, yeah, because what we've seen from Ray so far is taking blood away. We've never seen her actually put blood in, which I think was why.
Well, we've seen that. We've seen her like put blood back into bodies.
Have we?
Yeah, it was in season 1, and she would have been able to do it with Kate, but they didn't want to risk.
You're right. Yes, yeah.
However,
but
it's
at least like this
major
healing, to a healing degree.
Yeah, and it's also a major thing to get under control because she was like sonically affecting everybody around her into like nosebleed when she was doing that.
So what do you think that was about? Like them, was she pulling blood from them in a sense, or
no? Because that scientifically would be bad from the different blood types, but also, I think it's just like she was like pulsating like outward her abilities. That it's just like anybody who's like in the radius is like subject to effects. She doesn't have the concentration level yet.
Got it. Okay.
I do find it interesting that like last season it seemed to establish that Victoria Newman has the same power set. I do wonder if like what makes Marie so specially different compared to her, or maybe they need a replacement for her at this time. I don't know.
I don't think they were that different. I think,
but the Project Odessa seems like such a big, long-running thing. That's like, what is the difference that makes her elevated?
Great, that's a great question because I don't think they had super different powers. I feel like Marie could do anything that Victoria could do. Victoria just seemed a lot more skilled than Marie.
Because that was a big reveal in Gen V. It's like if you're just watching the boys, like, oh, she can pop people's heads because that's her signature move. But then like in Gen V, she's like, oh no, she's bloodbending as well.
She can bloodbend. But yeah, Marie seems to have like a more. It's weird. I think Victoria's up here. Marie was down here. But Marie has a higher ceiling, apparently, has more potential than Victoria. Granted, Victoria's dead, so we don't know how high Victoria could have gotten because they stupidly killed Victoria in the show.
Wild.
So
she got a statue.
She does have a statue. Yeah, good statue.
Can Marie bring her back?
But no. But it is interesting. Like, if Project Odessa was about Marie, then what makes her so special? So who I got to the NC for the boys? Just the main squad.
Frenchie, Kimiko, Huey, I think. Starlight seems to be out and about.
She was captured, but then now she's not.
But that's. Do you think she's swinging back around this season?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. I thought you wanted to. But
which is why I think she's gonna like Marie herself is gonna fold into the plot of the final season of The Boys because.
Don't do that.
Why, Evan? You're fine. I'm helping you improve the quality of things by bringing in a good character. What do you want?
I want Gen V to have like 7,000 seasons.
I was wondering, like, do you think Gen V functions in a post-Homelander world?
It should.
Do you think like any like? Do you think like
this is our X-Men?
I know. Do you think Homelander like being removed changes anything of like the landscape of corporate marketing?
It really shouldn't.
And Soup's love.
It really shouldn't. I mean, especially just in a audience point of view, us watching this TV show, Homelander doesn't have that big of an effect on this show. Season 1 was about how the principal herself wanted a way to defeat like Soups or something like that. I forget what was going on there, but like
Yeah, but I
she had
feel
like
like when you
the
hear that,
anti Soups team.
yeah, but I feel like when you hear that, that's like automatically your brain's like, oh, hey, we could use this against Homelander for the boys.
We could.
Like Dory Newman's
now
here. She wants to use it over there.
With Homelander gone, there is a power vacuum, and the show could talk about that.
Okay. Power broker, I see you.
You know what I feel about that name.
We're going back to Madripoor, man. We're going back.
Let's go, Madripoor.
Apparently, we are in Vision Quest.
Oh, cool. And we are in next year's Wolverine Insomniac. Open world Madripoor is going to be fun. Not open world, but just like, getting to explore Madripoor next year.
Yes.
So yeah, I think again the big question is, why does he want Marie? We just don't know, outside of like
it's his real dad.
Either again, A, heal Thomas Godolkin, or B, become the next body for Thomas Godolkin and Cypher can kick the butt. But like my main question is, if Cypher is truly Thomas Godolkin's son, why is he allowing himself to have this, to allow himself to be this body bag for years on end? Where does Thomas Godolkin end and Cypher begin? Right? Like, who is this person when he's not being controlled by his father? Like, I want to see that. Like, is this guy in constant pain? As we see from Jordan's like, I think that was very clear to describe like how it feels to be mind controlled by Thomas, where it's just like, I felt like I was in the driver's seat and I couldn't do anything about it. We already see, and I think part of me likes to think that like even outside of his father controlling him, Cypher is just willingly doing this, because like even his regular day-to-day stuff, he's still making smoothies. Like we know how he's to feed his father applesauce, and like part of me feels like he likes to drink smoothies because even outside of like feeding his father soft food, it just has become part of himself as well. So where like his smoothies have just become part of his diet because he's been doing it every day as Thomas Godolkin with the applesauce. So it's just like he's naturally becoming more and more like his father. But I also want to know, what is Cypher? But also I think most of all, like this is just outside of the Homelander stuff. It's just Cypher's big plan is very anti-human. He is so pro superheroes. He is so, every speech of his is all about like the true potential of Marie, the potential of like the Soups in general. I think he's just very pro Soups. And very anti. I mean, maybe his goal is to like use Marie to kill off of like the lesser human population. That could be his thing. Like, hey, pop off the heads of people who aren't Soups. Sure. If you could learn to control your power better. So like just using her for his nefarious ends. But yeah, at the end of all, like, yeah, this has to be Thomas Godolkin in the tube, and Cypher is obviously his son, maybe. So we'll see where we go there. Like, it's crazy. We have 2 episodes left already, right?
Oh my god, are you serious?
Which is so unfortunate. I hate dropping 3 episodes in 1 week.
We're on like 5 episodes in.
Maybe 3 episodes already. Let's Gen V season 2. 8 episodes. Where are we at? 14, 15, 16. That's all we got left. 3 episodes. I forgot where they left Butcher. Didn't he pretty much decide that he's probably going to have to kill Ryan? Did he?
Well, right now he's being taken over by that parasite that is like lashing out of him, and he's full like negative Butcher.
I forgot about that because Negan's in his head, right?
Yeah, like that side took over, and Becca fell to the wayside in terms of like the angel devil shoulder business.
Becca.
And he's the one who ends up killing Victoria, which, like, he is up to a strength that now he can kill other Soups. I don't think he can take Homelander alone, but like he probably believes he can. And he's also of the mindset that he needs to take out Ryan. So that's going to be a personal arc for Butcher to go through.
I don't remember the part that he has to kill Ryan. Why does he have to kill Ryan?
It's just the side of Jeffrey Dean Morgan convincing him that like all soups are bad and he just needs to take every one of them out.
Okay.
They're the reason Beck is dead and whatnot.
Becca.
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 Yeah.
Yeah. What else, man? Yeah. So I like Kate this episode a lot too. Kate just like really coming into her own, saving the day as she should. Really funny stuff there. Sister Sage doing some nefarious stuff. I wonder what Sage gets out of all this. That's the intriguing part. And then Emma stuff is really fun. Yeah, her boyfriend is so sus to me. I don't trust him. I don't trust him at all. I don't like it. I think Ryan ended up killing that one agent that was taking care of him. Yeah, that one like aunt lady.
Yeah,
which made sense. They kept trying to lock him. They kept trying to lock him in a box or whatever. I'm like, what are y'all doing?
Yeah, that's never the move. Like, I know they're scared, but like, it's never the move.
I didn't mind that he killed her because they were acting stupid around.
Sam will kill Ryan, and then all will be well.
Right, Mallory. Yeah, Agent Mallory. Yeah, thank you, Draven. So yeah, this season's just been great. Trying to think what else to talk about there. I think that's about it. Hopefully polarity gets better. We saw him freaking out after looking at his son's photo this episode.
Yeah. I'm more intrigued to see Annabeth's side with things because it seems like she genuinely was concerned for Marie's safety in the cell.
Great call there. Yeah, Marie. We've only heard hearsay about Annabeth, not Percy Jackson's Annabeth.
Right.
But we've only heard hearsay about like how she was didn't want to be around Marie. She wanted to not talk to Marie anymore. But now that they're together, what does that reunion look like? That could be very interesting to see.
Totally.
I think that might be it. Overall, again, I think right now this is like a 9.5 from 9 number 5. Like this is a very strong season. The intrigue with Cypher is just so strong. He's a character that just knows what to do, what to say. He knows everything before they do it. What are the highest potential
evil Dumbledore?
Right? He really is. I like him so much that I don't want him to die at the end of this season, but I think he will. I really don't want him to. Yeah, I want him to just be around for a long haul. But we'll see what happens. Maybe after they kill Thomas and we get to see what the true Cypher is, he could stick around. And the guy in the tube is the one that dies. But the guy that we've been talking to lived? Maybe?
Maybe.
Or he sacrifices himself for his father that he loves.
What if Cypher could take other consciousnesses and put them into other bodies?
That'd be interesting. But I think he can body hop. We saw him do it. Like
I know he can, but I wonder if he could take like other people and like swap them around or something.
That'd be interesting. But yeah, we saw him control. Yeah, we saw he controls Cypher, Thomas's son, and Cypher was the one was looking at Jordan. So it went from like A to B to C, right?
I never got the feeling that Cypher's father was controlling him.
What do you mean? He is.
Where was that?
Isn't that what we've been talking about the whole time? Because he has no Gen V in his system. He has no Vought blood in the system.
You mean like telling him what to do? Like just
no, like being in his mind.
Mind control.
Yeah.
Oh.
But
that wasn't revealed. That's not an official thing. Is that a theory you have?
Wait, isn't that what we've been taking this whole podcast?
You have, I guess.
He's been controlling Cypher.
That wasn't established.
Because the thing is, Cypher has no Gen V. He's not a soup.
Yeah. Well,
he has no Vought in his system.
I guess
so. How is he able to do that? Because Thomas Godokin is controlling his body.
Unless maybe he has like.
What do you mean allegedly? It's confirmed.
Maybe he has a different like before official V was made because there was a whole.
You have to come up with a excuse when the show is telling
But
us what's happening.
how would Godolkin have the ability to do that if they were still testing V at the time and then he didn't
What do you
get the
mean? Because
injection?
he's a soup. He's a soup.
How was he
What
already
do
a
you
soup if
mean?
we were still making soups at the time he was burned?
Because everybody else had a serum on them. They all else.
Yeah, and those serums failed, and he didn't take one. He got
Exactly.
burned.
He got burned because he could, but he still had soup's abilities. Like, I mean, it is what it is, Nathan.
But that's not been confirmed on screen anywhere.
Yeah, it basically has.
Basically, is not written.
Okay, Nathan, what was your take on this opening sequence then? With him having sex and Thomas watching him? Was just like getting no, he's living
Gross Boys
vicariously.
universe is what I was getting from that.
No, Nathan, he's living vicariously through his son. That's why Sage knows about this.
I agree.
It's not a theory. It's what's happening.
Well, if it's true, it lines up, and I agree. But like, it's not been locked in yet. All right.
Sage looked at Thomas Godolkin while
because they're gross, because they're yucky people.
Yes, true. But like Sage understands the power, like, and I mean, the show has given us every clue in the book. Like, but again, when Jordan's talking about like living vicariously through Cypher, it's like that's what's happening. Say, hey, Cypher, you're in constant. She said it. She confirms it in this episode. You're in constant pain, right?
Yes.
Jordan tells Cypher you're in constant. Why does he tell her that? Because he is in constant pain. Because the person who's burning is in constant pain. The seeds have grown. The plants.
I meant the seeds of the revelation, which has not happened yet. It's like yes, we knew they were on Earth X and Peacemaker, but it wasn't stated until it happened. Until we saw the flag.
I saw it happen. I know it happened.
All right.
Don't tell me it didn't happen.
Look, yes, is it happening? Yeah, for sure. Like, but I'm just saying, it's not concrete.
It's confirmed.
It's not canon until it's canon, my man.
It's canon.
It's canon, but like, all right. Well, say like the rest of these episodes never come out, then we're in the same. Where are you now?
Fucked.
Yeah, exactly. We understand each other, but yeah, I like that. That's good stuff.
Yes. So again, for the fifth time, Cypher.
5 minutes on that.
Cypher is a puppet to his father, Thomas Godolkin. You're right, though. There is a discrepancy between all the other scientists died. So how did his power, which seemingly is very powerful, like when did that happen? Because he walks into the room, they all took the Gen V, and then they go combust. We know there's a fire, which is why we think Thomas Godolkin is the guy in the tube. That hasn't been confirmed either, right? But like we kind of can assume that. And Cypher just looks like Thomas Godolkin. If you at the end of episode 1, or at the end of the prologue for episode 1, when the camera touches down on Thomas Godolkin's ID tag, it looks very much like Hamish, like a different, the curly hair. You can see it there. So like the fact that the father and son tracks, but again, the thing is that part could be a lie. They just couldn't be related. They could just not be related.
True.
But I'll take that for their word that they are related. Thomas is living vicariously through his son. And my question again becomes, why is his son choosing to do that? But it could just be as easy as like, that's my father. But also, but yeah, that's just it. But my main question then is like, how is Thomas able to body hop into Cypher, who is able to body hop into Jordan? Like that's an extremely powerful thing.
Yeah.
And if that, like when Jordan was fighting Marie, would Jordan had been able to body hop into another person? Not our Jordan, but like would Cypher in Jordan's body have been able to body hop into somebody else?
Yeah, like make a mind hive.
Exactly. Like how where does it stop, basically? How powerful can he be? But he was struggling when he was into Jordan. Like
that might be
struggling to do that.
That might be the shortcut of needing Marie, is like if we have Marie who can effectively blood puppet everybody.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So this is where things get interesting, and why he needs Marie so badly,
I like
for
it.
body reasons and for like powerful reasons. He's super powerful.
Yeah.
But also Kate is getting stronger now. We've seen Kate. I think this jailbreak was an example of like how Kate is getting back into her own. Kate is on the level mentally who is able to like counter Marie, but Marie is also getting to be powerful enough to be like, Kate is so fragile. All it takes is like one blip on Kate's brain, and Kate like X's out. Like Kate is so fragile. But anyways, that's it.
Yeah.
Trying to think what else they're talking about. I think that's about it. I'm just loving the boys, Gen V at least, so much.
Totally.
Hopefully, I'll say it every week from now on. But hopefully, this gets a season 3.
I would like that very much.
Amazon doesn't do like viewership numbers, but I think it's doing fairly well.
I think they would want to, just because like since we are about to get the final season of the boys, they're still going to want to do stuff. I mean, we're getting that prequel with Soldier Boy and whatnot.
Yeah. Which people are already connecting the dots for, by the way, real quick. That prequel takes place in the 1950s. The accident with Thomas Godolkin and like the it was also in the 1950s apparently, or at least around that time. No. He mentioned Einstein this week. Einstein was a racist. People said that could be an Easter egg for the Stormfront series, which takes place in the 50s. Einstein was around in the 50s. That kind of shit. Sure. Anyways, that's just the thing. So let's dive into some Marvel stuff to end up the podcast here. What do you got for me, buddy?
I looked around. These are not like some of these are like some Marvel topics that are like things that are depends on the room to be happening. Some things that were like official reveal things of like a couple past things, and like a lot of these are like rumors that I don't have vetted. Presumably they're sourced from specific things. I mainly pulled this week from reports from MCU The Direct, who was my main like Marvel news for a long time before falling into specific scoopers and whatnot. But yeah, first off, big rumor right now is that we're gonna get our first look at Doomsday in front of Avatar: Fire and Ash this December.
Yeah, this makes sense. Every year, granted, every year for Disney for their December movies, they tease their May movies, which made a lot of sense. Yeah, like every December, which is why I love going to the theaters in Christmas time, because I'm getting everything that's coming out in like between January and May. Is getting teased in like a Christmas corridor. Granted, nothing's coming out in May for Marvel anymore, so teasing a December movie for next December is extremely early, but
that's like Star Wars level.
It's Star Wars
for level, like Force Awakens.
Yeah, and this is Force Awakens level, presumably.
I think it especially, like, granted, yes, Marvel's been consistently here, but like this is the first Avenger film that will be out in 8 years, so it's been quite some time since we've all assembled. So I definitely see like the want to start marketing that. Also, probably get the. I know it is common knowledge that RDJ is going to be playing Doom and whatnot, but I think to get into the main general audience mindset that like, hey, this character Doom is coming, and even though he's popped up and hinted in Fantastic Four and whatnot, but like, hey, this is gonna be the main thing. You're a big threat for Avengers. Give you time to like know like, oh, Doom, who does he connect? Oh, Fantastic Four. Let me go check that out if I haven't already. Things like that and whatnot. And
I think just early teaser prediction. You're going to see the Fantastic Four in the first teaser. You see Fantastic Four, you'll see RDJ,
Thunderbolts,
and then you'll see. I don't know about Thunder. You'll see Yelena. Actually, you'll see the new Avengers, and our Avengers with Shang-Chi, Sam, and Black Panther. Right? I think those three at least.
And I think they'll show some X-Men because they've been officially announced in the cast.
You think in the first teaser, just a teaser, not?
I think to like gauge the interest of like how grand scale this is going to be sprawling. Okay. Maybe a Gambit.
I don't know how long, because like this is going to be a year out teaser.
Yeah.
How
Which
long is
like
the Force Awakens teaser? Is it like 60 seconds, 30 seconds?
it's probably like a minute and a half, but it's mostly like character establishing shots and then the Falcon flying.
Exactly.
But that was also like, hey,
What
Star Wars is back for the first time in 10 years.
Yeah, 1 minute 39 seconds.
Yeah.
So I think that's like the max we'll get for this teaser. Which you can do a lot in 90 seconds.
Yeah, I more so like would gauge off of like the secrecy of like the Infinity War and Endgame marketing, especially Endgame marketing is so was like very restrictive of what they were showing, you know.
True. Yeah.
Even like the teaser for Endgame is like very slow. It's one scene with Tony in the ship and whatnot until you get like some hinting shots of like the fields and like where the characters are now looking sad before we can
But that made more sense because like
you came off of Infinity War, yeah.
And they hadn't just finished filming though. Like, this one is just finishing filming like, around this month.
That is surprising. But with how many like involved
they haven't even done reshoots yet.
Yeah, but with how many like characters they have to pull from and like who has been officially announced, they can like toss together some stuff with like some establishing things, get a couple of VFX shots done, and I think VFX people were already working on stuff like landscapes and whatnot prior to the wrapping of filming, so you can assemble some stuff for sure.
Yeah.
What do you think they will show though? Like if in that context though? Yeah, you think they show the like the conflict, any like narrative, or
basically like Doom took our child, like inciting incident shit, like inciting incident, like first act, first 15 minutes of the movie type shit. Like, hey, we established Doom as a threat. It's truly because the thing is like people didn't know who Thanos. They knew, audiences knew Thanos was pre-Infinity War, like. But I don't think if you ask pre-Infinity War who was Thanos, they'd be like,
they were, yeah. But I see what you're saying. Infinity War was mainly marketing, like, hey, this Thanos guy, this is who he is, what he's about. Yeah,
exactly. So they need to do that for Doom because Doom is already just more known than Thanos is, just in public consciousness because of previous Fantastic Four movies. But like for the mass audience, they still need to do a lot of work here, especially by like, RDJ standards. So it's just like Doom took our child, multiverse threat, like easy. Just like, hey, he wants to crush our universe. We're gonna need your help. Da-da-da-da! Kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, he's a threat. We don't know why.
I think we have a clear understanding.
I think Earth's colliding.
What's a mutant? Oh shit.
Things
like that.
Yeah, I think established all three teams. New Avengers, our Avengers, and then X-Men. Those three teams. They're gone, buddy.
I will bet money that at least one Eternal will feature in one of these two movies.
Well, I'm not saying not in Doomsday.
Maybe. Post-credit scenes are always possible. This is kind of just like a separate interesting thing, but apparently back for the first season Daredevil Born Again, there was originally plans for a bottle episode featuring Punisher and Echo, and involved them kind of spending an interesting night together. Not romantically, they stress, but like
they're fucking?
No, they're not. But yeah, there was gonna be a bottle episode with Punisher and Echo, which I would like to see it because I want to see Echo with more engaging characters than what I got in her show.
If people don't realize, was this on air or off air? Echo is your least favorite Marvel product?
I don't know if that was on air. Yeah, just in like looking back and like ranking, I'm interested in the character. I liked her in Hawkeye, but like the show didn't give me much, and I felt kind of like a struggle to get back into. Like I was 2 episodes in, and I was like, God, I gotta go to another episode. Like it took me 3 days to finish the show. It's 5 episodes, but I binged Secret Invasion in 1 day. So like, I'm insane, but I'm.
I think Secret Invasion's worse a little bit, but like Secret Invasion also has like Sam Jackson actually being really good in that show. Yeah. That might push it over the edge, but I just get angry about how it ends.
Yeah, I get it.
But yeah, that's about it. But yeah, I would have loved to see that. Punisher, John Bernthal always has great chemistry with anybody, so that'd have been fun.
Yeah. big thing right now. Disney has removed the untitled MCU film that's slated for July 2027.
Saw that. Yeah, we had all our theories about like where things are going in 2027 because it was July, November, and December, right?
Yeah, this was also a lot of presumption from many people who would fill in the blank of that is that it would probably be Doctor Strange 3.
That's what we thought.
So now any form of Doctor Strange 3 wouldn't come out until after the Multiverse Saga, which is interesting because we specifically have to deal with incursions with Clea.
Exactly. So right now, just to give people a slate, 2026 we have Brand New Day in July, Secret Wars in December. Or
Yep.
sorry, Doomsday in December.
Mm-hmm.
2027, no more July. We just have Secret Wars in 2027. Yeah. That's
Unless
it.
it decides to be reassigned somewhere.
Yeah, true.
This mystery
But I think they want to stick to December.
Probably.
But I think, which makes a lot of sense. Kevin Feige said that they want to focus on ending out strong. 2028 though, it gets interesting. 2028 has February, Black Panther 3.
Mm-hmm.
May, I think February, May, July. No, I think it's February, July. I think it's July 2028, which I think is going to be X-Men. And then they have November and December in 2028. I've been saying for the longest time that's not going to stick. There's never been two Marvel movies within a month of each other. You've had May and July, but like that makes.
I think they're Eternals and Spider-Man did.
When was Eternals?
November.
Oh, that one's different too. That's Sony. That's more so Sony.
It is. Spider-Man 2.
Sony,
Spider-Man 5.
Sony is gonna make bank and not. Sony doesn't count on the Marvel release calendar.
Do you? Well, I mean, so okay. You said 2028.
Yeah, there's a November 2028. No, that's just Sony's. Sony movies aren't on the Disney calendar.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, okay.
Right. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
Unless, fair. Yeah, that would be over. I feel like something might shift there. But
I think November is usually where they put their Pixar stuff at. But like, I think it'll be February, July, and December. I think they want to stick with that December, or they could take away the December and put in November. But I think my idea is now Black Panther in February, July X-Men, November/December Shang-Chi 3, or they can go back to their it's gone, or they can go back to their
gone. It'll be in the next saga,
or they can go to the November roots and do Doctor Strange back in November like the first movie did, and Doctor Strange 3 during 28.
Wouldn't mind that.
Because but I want Shang-Chi as early as possible. Doctor Strange can wait.
Yes. That I understand.
So basically, no Marvel movie at all in 2027 besides Secret Wars, which is very interesting.
Yeah. A couple rumor characters for Doomsday that haven't been in the official announcement, if anybody minds. One big one suggests Ghost Rider. I don't know what Ghost Rider, but probably get a feature.
Nicolas Cage?
Probably Nicolas Cage. Though I would of course love to see Robbie Reyes come back.
We all would, but they're gonna play my man dirty.
No, we'll see what Vision Quest does. Make recanonizing.
Vision Quest, what's that gonna do with? It's Agents of
Shield stuff.
Yeah.
I
won't believe. I'll believe it until I see it. Yeah.
I know, but stranger things have happened. The entire Defenders are canon again.
That's true.
A reporter right now is it's rumored that a Spider-Man will appear in Doomsday, but it's not specified which of the three actors. Though I had spoken with you about a leak last time of who is.
Yeah, we'll see it again. Again, spoilers for Doomsday if you give a shit. You said Toby, right?
Yeah. Toby was in the same setting makeup chair as Letitia Wright and Channing Tatum. And he was in his Spidey suit and he was getting like some battle scarring makeup onto his face.
There's no way they just have Toby here and not Tom, right? Tom's in Doomsday, right? What do you think?
I think Tom is in Doomsday, but I also think like you could have Toby pop up. I just think like
Is it likely to have Toby without Tom in Doomsday?
that'd be wild, but
Ooh,
also
why?
I guess not impossible in terms of Sony partnership.
It's still so interesting the way they did the whole how it worked out this year.
Yeah.
Marketing Brand New Day, seeing our first look at Tom's new suit after a lot of filming had already been going on in Doomsday, and then no word on Tom visiting the Doomsday set at all. I mean, granted, there's been no leaks from Doomsday internally at all about like actually who's on set. I mean, there's been a lot of leaks, but like nothing about like Tom in Doomsday. But I think he has to be in there. But is he going to be wearing the same suit that he's wearing in Brand New Day? Right, I think so.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, for sure.
It was just weird that they announced a new suit after a lot of filming had gone on in Doomsday.
Oh yeah,
but I guess that was because we're actually going to see the suit for the first time on the streets.
Yeah. But also, I think there's, like I said, there's higher chance of Tom appearing in Doomsday now. I think because originally Doomsday was supposed to come out before Spider-Man, now it's coming out after. And I think just them currently were filming at the same time. I think you could easily like get Tom to do pickup shots for things to be integrated within the movie.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'm sure there's gonna be like big TVA play stuff of selecting people to get help for this multiversal threat with Doom. So I imagine like Toby might be like a first pop up in that realm, and then we'll swing by for Andrew in the next one.
Sorry, Andrew, we'll get you on the next time. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure he's fine. He's not like child. He's already content that like, hey, I did it, and I'll do it again for money. But like, you know,
yeah. I mean, but that was the same way for Toby though too.
Absolutely, but also like I know Andrew does give a shit about this character.
Yeah, he probably gets it more than Toby, but yeah.
Yeah,
I think it was just busy. Andrew's been way more busy than Toby.
Toby, yeah, he's doing a lot of stuff right now. Also speaking in the realms of Brand New Day, set photos show a potential prison break scene that could involve multiple villains presenting Peter with his biggest challenge.
I can see this happening. We need somebody for Scorpion to get out of there. So I can see the opening sequence being him fighting an eclectic amount of villains, and then at the end of the montage, we see a prison break from Scorpion. I don't know who breaks Scorpion out. It could be anybody. We've heard rumors of female villain, shapeshifter, Scorpion. Tombstone, right? So anything can happen there. So I would like it. I can't wait for the Brand New Day trailer. Just be like hyping up Gargan, Matt Gargan, right? That's Scorpion's name.
That's right.
I think he's just going to be a phenomenal antagonist.
Oh, absolutely. We know Michael Mando is killer.
The goat.
He really is.
People need to watch fucking Breaking Bad or Better Call Saul.
Yeah, man.
So good.
So hey, we're in the fun speculative era that I know Evan's not going to give a shit about this, but this is
Go ahead, I can give a shit. I'll try my best.
You won't for this one, but we're gonna play the rumor game, the speculative game. There was a set photo released for on set of Doomsday by the Russos that was captioned "Look closely."
Oh boy,
you know the one.
Yeah.
Which they did this before for Endgame, which I think was pre-title reveal.
Did people learn anything from that one?
Well, effectively, like there was like some elements of the different set pieces that were effectively like letterings that were spelled out. Somebody tried to haphazardly spell the entirety of Endgame on it after the fact, but I think it was more so that there was an A and an E that would suggest that Avengers Endgame. But Evan, we already have the titles of our Avengers films, right?
Yes. Unless
that's what's kind of floating around right now. Is hey Evan, what if there's a third Avengers movie on the potential horizon? Because this clearly doesn't spell out fucking Doomsday, but there's some suggestions speculative that like there's for the shape is like an AVX X suggesting Avengers versus X-Men, which I presumed would be a little plot point in Doomsday.
Small. Yeah.
But people have also suggested like this little bit down here. They are kind of shaped like the Avengers A's, and the spotlight's 3, which could be 3 Avengers movies.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
That could be fun. I mean, that's fun to talk about, right? I think because there is a 3rd December release. We just talked about it, the December 2028 release, which would be 2026, 2027, and 2028.
Now this would be interesting because I don't know if that would suggest to have this happen after Secret Wars, or if you would want to put this in. I think it would be smarter to put it between this and Secret Wars, because I also think we're tackling Doom, and obviously we suggest like we have rushed into doing Doom, but like if we could sprawl his story to 3 entries, that would be way better development wise.
It would be, but like, would the Avengers possibly fight the X-Men after already knowing the threat in Doomsday that he poses? Like, why would we fight each other if we know his threat level? We need to work together by now.
That's true, but if we're rewriting the landscape of things, and then we have
okay,
minds altered, maybe.
That could work.
And then we have a select few who need to like wake us up into what's really happening.
We're getting the crackpot theories. I like it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't see so. I don't think so. But I'll just say I don't think this is going to happen. But the idea of Avengers versus X-Men, I think, while we will get it teased in Doomsday, just because like 2 groups, whatever. I think it still would be a worthwhile story for the future of the MCU. We've talked about like what could phase. What it would be phase 7, right?
Yes.
What could phase 7 and beyond be post Secret Wars? And I think it will be fully focused on the X-Men. And while we're inevitably going to get like Mr. Sinister and Apocalypse stuff, I think Magneto here and there. We'll see what happens with that. But like Mr. Sinister and Apocalypse seem like the most likely candidates. I think we should still get a Avengers versus X-Men in the future. That'll be a very interesting story. I think Civil War is still my favorite MCU movie, and I think they could do a lot of work with like an Avengers versus X-Men focused on like a specific character, like Civil War was about Cap. Like if you make Avengers versus X-Men focused about like Jean and Scott, you know how in the comics Avengers versus X-Men all about like the dangers of the Phoenix Force and stuff like that. So yeah. That could be fun. That could be really fun, and I would love to see it.
Totally. I think this also primarily comes from rumored reports that there's supposedly a major event film between Doomsday and Secret Wars. I'm not sure where that comes from, but
yeah, that can't be the case anymore because the release.
Yeah. Date. Well, that's apparently was like this. These were talks even like after that removal of that date. So I don't know what's happening. So
people,
like, there's
people think Marvel's going to
one...
shadow drop a movie. Yeah,
I don't know, but like, is there only one movie listed in 2027 now?
Yeah, it's just Secret Wars.
That's the surprising thing. Is like I feel like
not really. I mean, Doomsday ends.
They would still do 2 movies in a year.
They would want to, but. I guess things have changed. It is shocking.
I mean, they have done one before recently. Like Deadpool Wolverine was the only film in this year.
Yeah, so it is shocking, but yeah, it happened recently, and then I think it'll just happen again.
Okay, yeah, but of the thought of like having this Doom arc be a trilogy,
that would be fun. I would hate to be an actor in those movies doing 3 thick movies in a row.
It was wild.
That's crazy.
Like that really is, you have to like chill with like getting a lot filmed at a time, and then like let me have a break. Like maybe I filmed like 1.5 movies, give me a moment, and then I'll come in.
Yeah, that just seems like holy shit. Like that sounds. Yeah, Simpsons took their summer spot. I mean, Simpsons didn't take their summer, but Simpsons took it because they knew that Marvel was going away. That's how it usually works. Like the Simpsons,
it's all their IP.
Yeah, it's all their IP. Disney was like, yeah, we're going to eventually move this. Because we'll move it, Simpsons, you can take it. It's not like Simpsons did it, then Marvel flinched.
I didn't even know a Simpsons movie, another one was happening.
Me neither, not until this week. Do people still watch Simpsons like that?
I mean, it's always like the last featured spot in the Disney Plus banner is always The Simpsons.
Okay, I guess it's popular on Disney Plus.
It endures.
I don't really fuck with Simpsons like that, but I guess there's still an audience.
I fuck with the characters, but I don't keep up.
Yeah, the Simpsons movie, the OG movie though, is very, very good.
Oh yeah, I saw it in theaters.
Yeah. Oh wow, you did?
Yeah, 2007.
So you were like 7.
I don't fucking know. But this last thing I had, you did bring it up in your talk of like the future of X-Men. The rumor right now is that Marvel Studios is reportedly planning to center the MCU's next saga around Mr. Sinister and Apocalypse.
Okay,
like
cool.
The whole saga. That's
I'm glad you brought this up. So I think Mr. Sinister works for like the initial X-Men movie. Sure. You know, famously, Marvel movies always want to talk about a villain that hasn't been done in previous franchises or incarnations. They've done Apocalypse, Magneto, Sentinels, Days of Future Past, Dark Phoenix. Like, we've only teased Sinister in New Mutants and
Logan.
Something else. Logan, yeah.
The end of Apocalypse.
End of Apocalypse, yeah. So Mr. Sinister works as like, hey, these high school students are just got thrust into a larger world. Yeah. And people will get a good introduction on Mr. Sinister. Obviously, X-Men 97, not our new X-Men 97, but the OG X-Men 97. Some great Sinister arcs there.
It is interesting that like our new X-Men 97 show, like we kicked off and it was like, hey, here's some big stuff with Mr. Sinister. Now we're heading into Apocalypse.
Right? Yeah, it's very funny. Very, very funny. But yeah. So we could be getting that. And I don't think we talked about it, but again, we'll be getting new seasons of X-Men 97 and Spider-Man every year, which is so good. But yeah, so like Mr. Sinister could be the first villain in X-Men 97, in July 2028, presumably, X-Men movie. And then just like he will live, obviously, and then just like seed him along for that. I don't know about Apocalypse is so thick. Like,
I think that's why like it would be like the universe threat, not just the X-Men.
Yeah. So is that a phase threat? Is it a phase 7 threat? Is Apocalypse, or is it multiple phase threat?
They're suggesting the entire next saga.
Saga. Okay, yeah. Saga works better because
so that'd be like 3 phases.
I think phase threat can be Sinister, or kind of like how Loki was a phase 1 threat, where he's in Thor, but he's a overall phase 1 threat with Avengers. You can do Sinister being the first movie, but then Sinister can still be a phase 7 threat later down the line when his experiments lead to other shit. You can include a lot of Sinister has had, dealing with every single X-Men villain. So you can have Sinister work with No, I don't know. I don't want the X-Men fans to get at me, but I don't think Sinister and Magneto fuck with each other like that.
Not.
But like Magneto's obviously going to be a thing. Sinister's going to be a thing. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I don't know. There was a plethora of X-Men antagonists that we haven't done so far.
Name 5.
I mean, for example,
Civil
the
rights.
One from Martin Luther King. Whoa. But I think I'm blanking. But the one from X-Men 97 this season, the guy who was in charge of the island.
Robot dude, Sentinel Man.
Yeah, like he is a famous X-Men villain, so they could do him. There's just a lot of interesting stuff here. I'm blanking. But yeah, more Trask stuff. Trask is very. We've done it before, but like I want to see the MCU do it, and which is why I'm so curious to see like post Secret Wars MCU, like how does that transition to like the MCU we know now seems pretty normal, but now we have to delve into a world that is so prejudiced against mutants.
Yeah, do you think we'll get fulfillment on such things?
we have to. Like we have to get introduced to a world that is so which won't be hard, right? Like post Secret Wars, all of a sudden the world is bombarded with like mutants out the wild zoo, right? So like, and as soon as that happens, people are going to be scared. It's something new. It's something dangerous. So that can instantly create like our modern take on people being scared of mutants.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, you know, with Superman. Superman came crashing down, and people are scared of metahumans now. They've gotten used to it, but you know, there's also people like Lex.
I think it's I think the biggest way to drive that force to like make it believable, people's sheer fear of the ideas of the mutants, is if you have mutants that don't like look traditionally human. They have to like look very like different pigmentation, like outlandish designs, and like stuff that people get freaked out at because it's different and I don't understand it and all those things.
For sure. Which I think again that's gonna be part of the big reboot post Secret Wars. I want, because like in the comics, remember, I don't know if you read it, but like they did the whole Inhuman thing where all of a sudden like lots of people in the universe became Inhumans, and the people heroes in the MCU had to like control like the spread of Inhumans. That's when Inhumans was going around and
during the Age of Shield stuff.
Yeah. But like it seeded its way into the comics. But like you can do a thing like that in the MCU where post Secret Wars the multiverse shit has created tons of mutants. And maybe some were already there, hence Magneto World War II is stuff that needs to happen. But like so we'll see. I don't blame Kevin Feige. It's a lot of work to get like hero mutants that were already there, like Professor X and Magneto, while also seeding that like, hey, mutants is now a thing because it's not yet. So,
well, I mean, going into a whole rewritten universe, you could just have it be as simple as they were always there in the new written history.
True.
Like, you know, whether or not the X-Men have now canonically helped in some events with other heroes, or if they've just remained in hiding as best they could, I don't know.
They'll probably do the hiding thing.
Yeah, there's a lot of paths that they can take. But yeah, otherwise, last couple of, like, one's just kind of like a report is Marvel Zombies overperformed the expectations that the studio expected, and even like checking right now, so today it's still trending #1 on Disney Plus.
It is, yeah.
They are like looking into following up for season 2, which I think will happen.
You'll get your wish, Nathan. I'll believe it when I see it, though.
I know, but I think the production will go a lot faster because I think they recorded this back in like 4 years ago.
They did a long time ago, yeah.
Like even Elizabeth Olsen's like, I don't remember what the hell the plot is that I recorded. Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly, Draven. Yep, they were propping them up. Inhumans were like going big.
They had a movie on the slate.
They had a movie on the slate. The thing was going big, and I was suckered into it. I was like, oh wow, like this could be
Vin Diesel is Black Bolt.
This could be good for me to get into Inhumans because I wanted to get into Inhumans, but then like it got messy. But yeah, it was definitely part of like corporate cohesion for sure.
Did you ever watch the Inhumans show?
Didn't watch a single lick of it.
I watched the Caravan of Garbage for it.
Oh.
Because I did see the first 2 episodes because they premiered them in IMAX for some reason, and I went.
Oh yeah, you did tell me that. Yeah, couldn't be me. Were you the only one in theater?
Yeah, I got a poster.
Nice. They're like, please take these. Nobody's taking them.
It was actually like in the mail through Fandango. No. I was like, okay. But yeah, that is funny. Of like how into Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I was at the time, binging through it. I was like, I didn't continue on Inhumans. Maybe because it was also airing on network TV and I was watching S.H.I.E.L.D. on Netflix. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, last thing I have here is there's a rumor that Ryan Reynolds is reportedly developing a mutant team-up movie for the MCU's next saga. Could be an X-Force thing.
Don't you dare threaten me, Ryan Reynolds.
With a good time?
With the bad time. Mutant team-up movie.
Now?
It's a cool thing, Nathan.
I know. I am like, because I was just curious because everyone's just like, this Deadpool Wolverine has no substance. I am like doing an experiment of like, if I take out all the jokes, does it work? And I feel like it would. So I'm doing that right now for fun.
I'm glad you know what to do with your time.
Spare time. Spare.
I don't know, man. A team up. I guess this makes sense following Deadpool's and Wolverine's team up aesthetic. You can continue that vibe.
Could have like an X-Force movie for real. Full commitment.
A legit X-Force would be cool.
Yeah.
I would like that. You could bring back Daphne Keane and have her do X-Force, then join the X-Men. That'd be cool. That'd be a good arc.
I like the black and gray Wolverine suit.
Love it.
Yeah.
The black and gray X-23 suit is my favorite Daphne Keane suit.
Yeah.
I love that outfit on her. Back when 7-Elevens got turned to Kiwig E-March when the first movie was coming out. Those were the days. I don't remember that.
I don't remember that. Draven, big Simpsons fan. He's been waiting.
Draven, oh my god, I know Draven. Shit.
Look, I love the Simpsons. I think that's a great group of characters.
I did not know that. I mean, I don't have any 7-Elevens in Ohio.
Oh, really?
No 7-Elevens here.
What's your go-to convenience store?
Not much. I mean, just like gas stations. We don't have like convenience stores. It was like Shell and shit, but like
listen, Shell, Gate, Circle K. What do you got?
We have all those basically.
Give me your gas.
We don't have 7-Eleven. Tokyo has a lot of. Japan has a lot of 7-Elevens. I'll tell you that. Yeah, went there a lot.
Good. But yeah, X-Force would be quite fun. That's what
I wouldn't mind X-Force. I wouldn't mind it.
Yeah. And this kind of I think also goes into line that like Ryan was saying, like, I don't think we're gonna do another just Deadpool movie, but like you'll see him somewhere. And I could see this for sure, like him sharing the load of stardom, not just being like the main focal.
Don't cripple me with a good time now, Ryan. I wouldn't mind that. No more Deadpool movies. No more Deadpool movies. Him being a supporting character that would work very fitting. I wouldn't mind that.
Yeah, I could definitely see that.
I'm still curious to see how he's used in Doomsday or Secret Wars. One of those.
I think successful. I think he will. I think he'll still break the fourth wall, but I think he'll be able to play up on the comedy of censorship for him.
They can get one cuss word in there, right?
Yeah.
So he'd probably do one. He would probably be the one cuss word in each movie.
Yeah, he would definitely be like, he'll drop an F-bomb, and that'll be like in the unexpected.
He'll be like, "That's your one, guys." Yeah.
All right. And everyone will laugh, and I'll laugh too because
I would laugh. Yeah.
I'm a fucking drone.
But
God forbid, I have a good time at the movies, and I'm not Josh or someone.
Damn.
Josh got the stray in the chat the other day when he was like, we got the news that we'll get our first look at Doomsday in front of Avatar, and he's like, they're going to shove mid down our throats in front of Peak. And I was like, you see at least one bad trailer in front of every movie you see. Quit crying.
I didn't say anything. Then I saw you said that. I was like, yeah, I'll agree with that.
You know how many fucking times I've seen a goddamn Minions trailer or like some kids movie trailer edited where it's like, so, oh my God, that I think is like, this is the worst trailer I think I have seen is for Smurfs because it's so there's no flow in the editing and they're just kind of like dropping in quips just to be fun and like, hey, this is a Smurfs movie, but like it's a Rihanna movie, isn't it? It's just their whole marketing. I was like, what the hell?
It was so bad.
I digress, and that should do it for us tonight.
That should do it for us tonight. 2.5 hours because we love to hear ourselves talk. This shouldn't have been 2 hours. 2.5 hours. That's me. That's not me. That's not me. I'm sorry.
We got lost a couple times, whether it was during Peacemaker or you were trying to convince me this Skatulkin plot.
I thought we were talking about that for the whole like 40 minutes. That's why I was shocked. I was like,
I thought you misspoke.
No. If I do, say something.
Blue Dragon.
Same thing. Find me on Twitter. Still recovering from No More Big Brother, but now I'm watching other shows. I'm watching Star Trek. I'm about to finish season 3 tonight, maybe tomorrow. Ghost of Yote came out. I'm gonna play that tonight. I'm gonna start that.
Hey,
Love that from me. One bad after another tomorrow. So yeah, I'm living like Larry. I'm living a good life. TV, catch up, doing the shits.
right on. Shout out my friend Brianna. She works at PlayStation. Did sound design on Yote. She was part of the team.
Awesome! Wow, congratulations.
Hell yeah.
That's really cool.
Thank you for giving me the credit.
Yeah.
Just
Good
kidding.
job, Nathan.
Yeah. Okay. You can follow me at _TimeBlazer. Make a show called Time Blazer with co-star and Chris Salt and Evan Harris.
Playing Ben, who will not be in Secret Wars, but maybe.
No, but
No. Okay.
But he has some good sound design, which I am doing the sound design for that, and that's really
Nice.
fun. It's really fun to do the sound design for this because it really brings it to life. Whereas like you see and it's like, okay, this works. When you plug in so many different elements of audio to go with it, you're like, oh my god, this fucking it's real. So that's fun.
Would say it brings me to life.
Wake me up before you go. We definitely got Evanescence on one of the playlists for sure. Is that the song you want your character to sing in a cold open to himself?
I want my immortal like Daredevil.
I'll do it. With that being said, if you guys enjoyed this, make sure you like button, subscribe not already, ring the bell. Streams coverage on all things movie, TV. And that being said, hope you have a great day. Catch you guys next time.